A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all-old-time radio.
Wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Visions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol! In today's transcribed Space Patrol adventure, Buzz and Happy are in a private space cruiser heading toward Jupiter when suddenly...
It's a cosmic torpedo right off our port side. Who could be firing at us? I don't know, but he's within range. The next blast will get us sure. He hit us that time, sir. The power's gone. Well, that's not all, Hap. The hull's punctured. We're losing all our air.
We'll return in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, Treachery in Outer Space.
Say, what kind of a jet jalopy are we riding in anyhow, Captain Two-Bells? We'll never get to Terra City at this speed.
I know what's the matter. This surface car's just got ordinary fuel in it. Well, we'll drive into the filling station here and fill her up with super fuel. Let's try her now.
Wow, this jet car is supercharged now.
Sure thing. There's super fuel in it. And, gang, there's a little lesson in this for you. Ordinary fuel for breakfast, you're just a putt-putt. Super fuel for breakfast, you're supercharged. So, gang, my advice is eat the super fuel Buzz Corey has in the morning. I mean wheat checks and rice checks, the super cereals that help to supercharge you. Real swell tasting, and they both have that modern bite-sized design for easy eating. So don't be a putt-putt. Eat the delicious super cereals that help to supercharge you. Rice checks and wheat checks. And remember, inside the package, there's a mysterious magic space picture. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, Treachery in Outer Space. Commander Corey and Cadet Happy and their space battle cruiser Terra 5 are headed toward Jupiter, where Buzz is to hold a conference with the governor of that giant planet. But they've just received a message concerning a wanted bandit ship reported in the area, and Buzz has changed vector to head toward Jupiter's third moon.
There's no sign of another ship in the viewscope, Commander. Maybe the pilot of that Saturn patrol ship was mistaken.
The ship he was chasing may have already landed on Jupiter's third moon.
Then it's going to take us a long time to locate it, sir. Number 3 isn't a very big moon, but it's still got a lot of surface.
More area than we have time to search right now, even for 1 million credits worth of amplitron.
But, sir, if we're not going to search for this ship, why are we going to the third moon?
I'm going to pay a visit to the Gold Star Express spaceport. It's the one spaceport on number 3 moon where they don't ask many questions.
Well, didn't he say it was a small cargo job?
But that's all. There are dozens of small cargo ships shuttling between Jupiter's 12 moons, and the Saturn's moons, for that matter. The Gold Star Express operates 3 or 4.
Not a very big outfit.
No, but we get a lot of revenue by repairing ships owned by even smaller operators. The working ship isn't always a very high standard, you remember.
Yeah, that's what Gold Star got in trouble about last year.
Of course, Rex Stranner may have learned his lesson. We'll have a talk with him, and then we'll blast off for Jupiter City.
Loring? Yeah, but Con's all unloaded.
Oh, Mr. Stranner. I've been calling all over the spaceport trying to find you.
Yeah. Yard foreman told me. What's the trouble?
Slate Rackman is out to get you.
I'm not surprised after that neat double-cross my boys just pulled on him. We're in the big time now, Loring. We're as big as Rackman himself. Well, we will be after we dispose of that amplifier.
Yeah, but what about Rackman?
I outsmarted him once, I can do it again. Not a deal. We let him plan the whole robbery, how to get the crates of Amplitron out of the Saturn warehouse, then we step in a day early and do it ourselves, so we don't have to split them. Now stop worrying and see that my ship's ready. I'm going to blast off at Venus in an hour.
You can't blast off.
What do you mean I can't blast off? Got to make arrangements to dispose of the Amplitron.
It's just what Rackman's waiting for. He's going to blow your ship to bits.
You sure of this, Loring?
Ask Broder. He overheard a couple of Rackman's men talking about it in that Saturn City hangout of theirs.
Well, he's not going to bluff Rex Scanner. I'm blasting off of Venus on schedule.
But Mr. Scranner, you know that cruiser of his. He's got weapons on it that could fight off a space patrol squadron. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Commander Corey aboard Terra 5 calling Gold Star Express, Jupiter Moon number 3.
Commander Corey?
Commander Corey calling Gold Star Express Spaceport.
I'll talk to him. Gold Star Spaceport to Commander Corey. Rex Scanner here.
Mr. Scranner, I'm 5 minutes out of Moon number 3. I want to land at your port and talk to you.
Why, certainly, Commander. What about?
I'll explain when I get there. I need your cooperation.
Of course. I'll have the space lock cleared for you.
Fine. Hurry out.
Why do you suppose he's coming here? He must suspect something about the Amplitron.
If it was a regular Saturn to Jupiter patrol ship, I'd say you were right. But Corey wouldn't be here so soon after the robbery.
Suppose he starts looking around.
You won't find anything. We'll hide the Amplitron cases underground. We'll spray the rocket exhaust of the ship that brought it in with liquid air. It'll be as cold as if the ship hadn't been spaceborne for 2 days. Get the crew on that right away.
Yes, Mr. Scranton. Say, why can't we get Corey to go after Rackman? After all, Rackman threatened your life.
Corey'd want to know why. Wouldn't be smart to tell him.
Yeah, but maybe we could work it something like this. Tell Corey that you want to make up for that jam you were in last year and tip him off about some crime Rackman did.
You'd get Rackman out of the way. But he might suspect who informed on him. I'd still have Rackman's gang to contend with.
There must be somebody you could use him.
Wait a minute, I've got it. Instead of getting Corey to go after Rackman, we get Rackman to go after Corey. Now listen, when Corey lands, I'll bring him in here. You have one? I'm sorry, Commander. Your ship's the only one to come into our Gold Star spaceport in the last 16 hours. Business has been pretty slack.
Well, has any ship requested landing permission and then canceled within the last few hours?
No, I've been here all the time myself. I'd know about such a problem.
Happy, you checked over those ships in repair hangars. What do you think?
Well, 2 of them were small cargo jobs, but by the looks of them, they've been there for days. The rocket exhausts aren't even warm.
I see. And as I promised you, Commander, I'll notify the Space Patrol Jupiter whenever a ship does come in, for any reason at all.
Fine, Mr. Scranner.
What was that?
Came from the direction of our ship. Come on.
It sounded like the whole atmosphere dome collapsed. Hey, smoke and rockets, Commander, look! Somebody backed the truck into our ship.
Worse than that. He rammed a metal beam right through the hull.
That clumsy ox. I'm going out there and tell him.
You tell your driver to pull the truck straight ahead now. I think the Endurium beam will pull out without causing any more damage.
You heard the commander, Mr. Loring. Tell that driver to move that truck.
Yes, Mr. Scranner. All right, David, move it. Forward this time. That's clear.
Well, the next thing is to get it repaired.
Commander, I hold myself personally responsible for this inexcusable accident. My company will repair the damage.
All right, Mr. Scranner. But let's wait till Happy comes out of the ship. Maybe you won't have the men and equipment. Some delicate wiring is affected.
Fool couldn't have backed his truck into that old cargo hulk. No, he's got to pick the flagship of the commander-in-chief of the Space Patrol.
That could have been worse. The driver didn't do it intentionally.
You're very gracious about it, Commander. And since you insist, I won't violate it.
Doesn't look so good, Commander. I mean, as far as a quick blast-off's concerned.
What's the damage?
Well, outer and inner hulls are pierced, the power cable broken, emergency air supply conduit snapped in two. Nothing really difficult to repair, but well, it'll take some time. 3 hours, anyway.
Now, my men will get on it right away. I'll have them drop everything else.
3 hours. That'll make me late for my appointment at Jupiter City.
We could space it in for a patrol ship to come and get us.
Why don't you take my private cruiser over there? It's quite fast. I'm sure you'd have no trouble operating it.
Won't you be needing your ship?
No, not until tomorrow.
By then, your ship will be ready. Well, if you're sure it's not an inconvenience, I'll take you up on it.
Excellent. That makes me feel a lot better.
And if you don't mind, we'll blast off right away.
ship's all ready.
Good. Hap, let's get some of our gear out of Terra 5.
Right.
It worked, Mr. Scranner.
Well, Loring, let's see if Rackman will carry out his threat to blast my ship to bits.
Don't worry, Chief.
Hey, this isn't a bad little ship, Commander. Scranner keeps it in pretty good shape.
Yes, but I don't care much about using a civilian ship for official business.
You know, I honestly think Scranner would have been offended if you had refused.
Still, if it wasn't such an urgent appointment with the governor, I'd have waited for one of our patrol ships.
Well, we ought to get to Jupiter City right on the nose, sir. Wow, what was that?
Cosmic torpedo right off our port side.
Cosmic torpedo?
I'll take the controls, Happy. Put on the rear view scope.
Yes, sir.
One of our patrol ships must be firing at us.
Without a spacephone challenge?
Maybe Scranner's spacephone receiver's out of order. It seems all right. The meter's checked.
Wow. That was too close. It rocked his ship. Commander, look in the view scope. It's another private cruiser, and it's closing in.
Happy, go to the locker, get a couple of spacesuits. If our hull gets punctured, we'll still have a chance.
All right, Commander.
I'll try to find out what this space pirate wants. Private cruiser J3587 calling private cruiser S642. Hold your fire. Hurry with the suits. Cruiser S642. Hold your fire. This is Commander Corey of the Space Patrol and cruiser J3587.
Who do you think you're fooling, Scranner? You're done for.
This is not Scranner. It's Scranner's ship, but this is Commander Corey. Who are you?
Yes? Well, I'm the Secretary General.
Who are you? Stop firing those torpedoes and answer me.
Nice try, Scranner. That's Commander Corey gag, I mean. But you get only full, straight, right, and one.
Happy! He's knocked the power out. Hurry with those spacesuits. He's slicing the ship to pieces. We're losing air. We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. Hey, watch it. Hold everything. Here he comes. And he's running right this way. Wow! That's a boy here in the neighborhood, gang, and he's always supercharged. Eats rice checks and wheat checks. That's why they're the super cereals that help to supercharge you. Uh-oh. He's running right in this direction again. I better get out of the way fast. Man, that boy has the speed of Buzz Corey himself. Well, gang, how about it? How about getting supercharged so you can whiz along just like that? Here's all you do. Have a good power breakfast with rice checks or wheat checks, the delicious bite-sized super cereals. They help to turn on your starter, help to make you bright as a light, help to keep you right on the beam. So don't wait. Get rice checks and wheat checks today. The swell-tasting super cereals that help to supercharge you. And remember, inside of every rice checks and wheat checks package, there's a mysterious, magic space picture. And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure, Treachery in Outer Space. Slake Rackman is blasting Rex Scranner's spaceship, believing his double-crossing partner is inside it. Actually, Scranner has plotted so that Commander Corey and Cadet Happy are in the ship. Thus, Scranner figures he's saving his own life and at the same time eliminating Buzz Corey. At this moment, Buzz and Happy are in the badly battered private space cruiser trying to get into spacesuits as their air pressure rushes through twisted hull plates into outer space. Into the airlock. Quickly, Happy.
I can't breathe.
We can put on our spacesuits in there. Hurry, Hap.
Yes, sir. There's no air in the lock either.
It escaped when we open the hatch. I'll turn the valve up.
Oh, that's better.
Get your suit on quickly, Happy.
We're going to jump out of the ship, sir?
Not if that cruiser stops firing at us.
What did he say his name was, sir?
Rackman. He's after Scranner.
Isn't he ever going to stop?
He's going to be sure no one's left alive in this ship.
I've got my suit on, sir. I'm ready to leave the airlock anytime you are.
Close your helmet faceplate and we'll go back into the control section.
Ready, Commander. Right. Open the inner hatch. Wow, what a mess. Which made the control section could have been finished for sure. Rackman sent a torpedo right through here. Where is he now? The viewscope's erect. Look through the nose port. See that streak of flame? Hey, he's leaving us. Guess he figures he's finished Scranner. Gee, Commander, it's sure lucky you thought of these spacesuits when you did with that big hole in the ship. We'd be finished by now. We'll phone Jupiter Space Patrol and have them send the ship after us. But the spacephone is knocked out. Use the ones in our suits. Hope they'll reach Jupiter. Just hope Rackman doesn't come back. Say, why do you suppose he's so anxious to do away with Scranner? That's just what I've been wondering, Happy. We've got to find out who Rackman is. Then we may have it. Scranner's sure lucky he wasn't aboard. I'll bet he wouldn't have thought of the spacesuits until it was too late. For the time being, we'll keep this little incident a secret within the Space Patrol. We won't release any public reports. Let this Franklin assume he got rid of Scranner, and we'll watch for his next move.
I see what you mean, sir. If you found out it actually was you and Scranner's ship, we'd go into hiding. But wait.
Our next move is to reach Jupiter. Emergency call to Space Patrol Jupiter. Commander Corey and damaged private cruiser off number 3.
Well, Loring, I'd say Corey's had plenty of time to reach Jupiter City.
Should we check to see if he's arrived yet? Just to be sure?
Yeah. We'll notify Jupiter City Space Patrol the commander's ship has been repaired, that it can be picked up any time it's convenient. That'll show the Space Patrol that we're very cooperative. Then maybe they'll let us know if something happened to Corey.
What do you mean, if? What chance would Corey have in your ship against Rackman's armored job?
Right. Now, while I call Jupiter Space Patrol, you give the boys orders to start loading those crates of amphitron. I'll take them to Venus right away.
But suppose the Space Patrol comes to pick up Corey's ship while we're loading.
What if they do? Are they going to suspect us of loading stolen goods right in front of them?
I guess you're right.
You're sitting pretty, Loring. Rackman got rid of Corey for us. And when he finds out it was Corey and not me, he'll go into hiding. He won't dare show his face anywhere. Order the men to load the amphitron. I'll call Jupiter Space.
Space Patrol Jupiter calling Commander Corey. Space Patrol Jupiter calling Commander Corey. Corey here, go ahead. 2 ships are on the way to the location you've given us, Commander. A patrol ship to bring you and the cadets to Jupiter City, and a space tug to get the damaged ship out of the space lanes. Good. Be sure to inform all personnel not to reveal information as to who was in this ship. Yes, sir. Oh, Commander, we've heard from Gold Star Express Spaceport on number 3. Yes? Mr. Scranner says the Terra 5 has been repaired and that they're waiting further instructions. Send Scranner this message. You will be informed when Space Patrol personnel will arrive to remove Terra 5. Your cooperation appreciated. I have it, sir. Do I put your signature on it, sir? No, keep my name out of it. Your commanding officer will sign it. I'll take it to Colonel Harris immediately, Commander. Thank you. Hurry out.
Then you're going to let somebody else bring our ship back to Jupiter City, Commander?
No. You and I will go back to number 3 when we finish our business on Jupiter. For the time being, I don't want anyone outside of the space.
Men are loading the amphitron cases into that Class C cargo ship, Mr. Scranner. You ought to be ready to blast off in an hour.
Good.
Heard anything about your ship? Or Corey?
I received a spaceogram saying that Space Patrol personnel would pick up the Terra 5. It was signed by Colonel Harris of Jupiter Space Patrol.
If it's just a routine pickup of the ship, why would the colonel be involved?
Exactly. Well, why wouldn't Corey's name be on the message? Obviously, because there's no longer a Commander Corey. I've seen it happen before, Lauren. This is the kind of official smokescreen that always goes up before some important announcement.
Private cruiser S642 calling Gold Star Express Spaceport on Jupiter Moon number 3.
That's Rackman.
I know what he wants. But remember, you don't know anything about me except that I blasted off some time ago.
Private cruiser S642 calling Gold Star Express Spaceport Jupiter number 3.
Gold Star Express, Jupiter number 3. Go ahead, cruiser S642.
I would like to speak to the person in charge.
Oh, that'd be Mr. Scranner, but he isn't here now.
I know that. But who is in charge in Mr. Scranner's absence?
Why, I guess I would be Bart Loring.
Oh, Loring. Yeah, sure. Well, this is Slate Rackman.
Yes, Mr. Rackman.
Well, you probably know I had an arrangement with Mr. Scranner.
Yes, he mentioned it.
I'm sure he did. However, since Mr. Scranner isn't coming back, that puts you in charge of Gold Star Express.
I don't understand. What do you mean Mr. Scranner isn't coming back?
Well, he made the mistake of double-crossing me on that Saturn amphitron deal. I have just blasted his spaceship apart. Now, I would plan that your court can talk to you.
Oh, what about?
My share of the amphitron.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, don't be a fool, Laurie. Now that Scranner is gone, come in with me. If you don't, I'll send a cosmic torpedo into your atmosphere shell and destroy every one of you. Well, What do you say?
All right. Let me make a deal. Act scared.
What do you mean, act? You heard what he said. Mr. Rackman.
Yeah, Lord.
I'll be glad to discuss your proposition.
Good. And in case you plan anything clever, one of my men in another spaceship has instructions to blast your atmosphere shell dome. If I'm not spaceborne in 13 minutes.
Just come in, Mr. Rackman. I'm sure we can reach him. Come in, Mr. Rackman.
I'm glad to see you're a man of sense, Laurie. Far more sensible than Skrenner. Now, let's get down to cases. Where's the Emplatron?
It's being loaded into a ship, Rackman.
Skrenner,
You left me to die in my ship.
But who was in it?
And the Corey of the Space Patrol?
He did say it was Corey on the spaceophone.
You thought it was a trick. Of course, you were so anxious to do away with me.
Well, actually, I'm glad it was Corey. Now you and I can operate without much fear of being caught. Now, look here. Here's my proposition.
Let it, Rackman. I don't need you anymore. But I can give you a small job in my outfit. In the flies capacity.
Me? Work for you? Why, you're nothing but a space mechanic and a small-time one at that.
You got your choice, Rackman. Come in with me and keep quiet. I'll tell the Space Patrol who blasted my ship and destroyed Commander Corey. Well, which is it?
All right, Skrenner. I'll come in with you.
I hope you appreciate how big-hearted I am.
Yeah, sure.
Space Patrol Cruiser J-83 calling Gold Star Spaceport, Jupiter Moon number 3.
I'll handle it. You keep quiet. Gold Star Spaceport to Space Patrol. Go ahead.
I'm acting on instructions of Colonel Harris at Jupiter Space Patrol headquarters. I'm bringing in the pilot who will fly Commander Corey's space battle cruiser back to Jupiter. Do I have permission to enter your atmosphere, shell?
Of course. The Terra 5's all ready.
Good.
Space Lock will be ready at your approach.
Thank you. Space Patrol Cruiser J-83 out.
Yeah. Well, Rackman, it looks as though you did a good job sending someone after Corey's ship.
You must have finished him all right, Rackman. You hear that, pilot? He said he was acting on orders of Colonel Harris.
Yeah, what about my ship out there on the port?
I'll assign a few men to work on it. It'll look just as though it's in for repairs. Until Corey's ship blasts off, Rackman, you keep
Got the velocity, Happy. There's the Gold Star Spaceport drone.
Commander, are you going to ask Skrenner why Rackman would want to blast his ship to pieces?
First, I want to find out just who Rackman is. Jupiter City headquarters didn't have anything on him at all. Maybe a personal feud. Uh-oh.
What is it, sir?
Ship down there inside the atmosphere dome. It's a private cruiser, number S642.
Rackman's ship?
Yes.
Yeah, but if he wrecked Skrenner's ship and thought he did away with Skrenner, what's he doing here at Skrenner's spaceport?
An interesting question, Happy. Let's find the answer. Come in. Well, gentlemen, as the ship's... And a Corey. Yes, Skrenner. Why the surprise? Well, hey... didn't you expect me to come back to my ship? Yes. Except that you didn't identify yourself when you called in for landing procedure. Well, where's Rackman? Who's Rack? The man who brought in that private cruiser out there near the east hangar? That ship was merely brought in for repairs, Commander. It seemed to be in good condition when it was blasting cosmic torpedoes at your ship. Don't understand. Look, Skrenner, somebody blew your ship to pieces thinking you were in it. Someone named Rackman. Now his ship is here in your spaceport. How do you explain it?
What is there to explain?
Quit stalling, Skrenner. Cadet Happy and I saw some men loading a cargo ship, hauling crates out of an underground storage vault. The crates look very much like the type in which Emplatron is packed. How about it?
I think it's about time someone took over who can handle things. Don't move, Corey.
I suppose you're Rackman.
That's right. Corey, move in and get the commander's weapon and the cadet. Go ahead. I got them covered.
Sure, Mr. Rackman.
I see I wasn't thorough enough when you were in Skrenner's ship. But that's a mistake I can easily correct right now. Hurry up, Loring. Take the commander's ray gun.
Hand me your ray gun, Commander.
All right, Loring. Here it is. Get Skrenner, Happy.
Yes, sir. You're a fool, Corey. You're 2 against 3.
Not now. That evens it up, Commander.
Watch Loring.
Hello, Loring.
All right, Stranner. Want some more?
Wait. Commander, please.
Had enough?
Yeah, you've got to revive Rackman. Hurry or we'll all be destroyed.
Oh, fine.
He told me if he wasn't out of this atmosphere shell in half an hour, his men would blast a cosmic torpedo in us. We've only got 5 minutes.
Oh.
Bring him to. Let him tell his men he's all right.
Come on, Stranner.
Commander, I mean it. A torpedo through this shell would destroy us all.
Forget it, Stranner. I don't think Rackman's men are worried about him right now. Look out there, above the dome.
Space? Dozens of
I took the precaution of making a space phone call when I was inspecting Terra 5. You're safe, Stranner.
Yeah, Stranner. Where you're going, you'll be safe for a long, long time.
We'll return in just a moment with a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Gang, there's not much time.
What do you mean, Captain Two-Fell?
No, sirree, there's not much time.
Hey, Captain, not much time for what?
To get a projectoscope. This offer will soon end.
You had me scared. I already got my projectoscope.
Ah, lucky you, but say, gang, how about you? Have you sent for your projectoscope yet? You better send for it today.
It's a signal light, flashlight, and film projector, all in one.
And it's shaped like Buzz Corey's rocket ship. Bright blue and yellow plastic and a full 6 inches long.
What a signal light. Wait till you see how fast it blinks on and off. Golly.
What a flashlight. Wait till you see the swell beam of light it throws.
And what a film projector. Wait till you see the wonderful pictures it shows on the wall.
Gang, it comes with a strip of film containing Buzz, Corey, and Cadet Happy in 4 Space Patrol adventures. Mighty Meteor, Space Pirates, Men from Mars, and Robot Invasion. Slip the film in your projectoscope, darken the room, push the radar antenna, and a picture flashes on the wall.
To show a whole adventure, you just slide the film from picture to picture.
But remember, the projectoscope offers soon end. So send in for your projectoscope today. Just buy a box of rice checks or wheat checks. Then with your name and address, send 35 cents in coin and a rice checks or wheat checks box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. This offer good only in the USA and may be withdrawn at any time. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are in a surface car driving through the Venus Mountains toward the Space Patrol testing grounds. As they speed over the dangerous road, they're unaware that a container of sleeping gas hidden in the car is expelling a dangerous vapor.
Wow, I've seen these cliffs in the air, but I never realized how high they really are.
Oh. From this road, it's a 1,000-foot drop to the bottom of the gorge.
Hey, Commander, you sure you don't want me to drive it?
If you get sleepy, it would tip us the goes off.
Hey, Commander.
Hmm?
Commander, look out. We're headed for the edge of the cliff. Hey, Commander, wake up. We're going over.
Be sure to be with us next week for the exciting adventure, the Immortal Brain, when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot roastin' again present Space Patrol! Special bulletin for boys and girls in Columbus, Ohio, Wilkes-Barre, and Scranton, Pennsylvania. Buzz Corey's own space battle cruiser, the Ralston Rocket, will be in your area next week. Don't miss it. The Ralston Rocket. Space Patrol, an original Mike Moser production starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Glenn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston and directed by Larry Robertson. Other players were Ken Mayer, Bela Kulbach, Norman Jolly, and David Duval. Dick Tufel speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot roastin' again present Space Patrol! And be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol program on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. Space Patrol comes to you transcribed from Hollywood.
This is ABC Radio Network.
Wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot roastin' present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy are in a surface car driving through the Venus Mountains toward the Space Patrol testing grounds. As Happy carefully guides the car over the dangerous road, they're unaware that a container of sleeping gas hidden in the car is expelling a dangerous vapor.
Wow, I've seen these cliffs from the air, but I never realized how high they really are.
Mm-hmm. From this road, it's a 1,000-foot drop to the bottom of the gorge.
I wonder why I'm so drowsy.
I'm a little drowsy, too.
Oh, hey, Commander, there's a patch of fog or something ahead of us. It's turned.
Fog?
Happy, look out, we're heading for the edge. Huh? Hey, we're going over the cliff.
We'll return in just a moment with today's Space Patrol adventure, the Immortal Brain. Gang, it kept coming closer and closer, faster and faster. And now it's here. Yes, the day is here, right smack on top of us. The last day we can offer you the Space Patrol Projectoscope. The Projectoscope, the 6-inch rocket that flashes on and off like a real signal light. The Projectoscope, that blue and yellow plastic rocket that throws a steady beam of light like a real flashlight. The Projectoscope, the sleek, streamlined rocket that flashes 24 different pictures on the wall, one at a time. Pictures of Buzz, Corey, and Cadet Happy in 4 exciting Space Patrol adventures. Fun galore. But, gang, don't wait. This is the last time we can offer you the Projectoscope. Just buy a box of rice checks or wheat checks. Then, with your name and address, send 35 cents in coin and a rice checks or wheat checks box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. This offer good only in the USA and may be withdrawn at any time. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, the Immortal Brain. Long before the era of space travel, electronic computers proved their worth. With lightning speed, they foretold the path of rockets and predicted the weather. In the 30th century, these amazing electronic brains supply information and guidance for government leaders and all major industries. The giant government computer on Terra helps keep the economy of the United Planets in balance. Although most privately owned electronic brains proceed in an honest manner to supply special information to business firms, one famous computer in Venus City, known as Future Incorporated, is operated mostly for the benefit of unethical investors by Anton McDermott. Right now, McDermott is in his office talking to a new client, Brandon Fergus.
So you've finally come around to subscribing to our service, Mr. Ferguson.
Well, I don't see how I can afford not to, Mr. McDermott. My competitors have been beating me at every turn. And at this rate, I'll be broke in 6 months.
5 months.
What's that?
Our computer gives you 5 months. Of course, now that you're using the information given you by Future Incorporated, that prediction will be revised. More optimistically, I'm certain.
Well, I certainly hope so. You charge enough for your predictions.
You'll find it pays, Mr. Fergus. Your competitors have.
Yes, I know. I thought I was getting all the information I needed from this government computer.
Well, that gives you the overall trends in industry and business. But we give you specific predictions for your own particular interests. However, the government computer is excellent for the overall operations of the Space Patrol, for example.
Space Patrol?
You've had an unpleasant experience with the Space Patrol, Mr. Fergus.
Well, I had a nice, profitable arrangement on Jupiter last year. Commander Corey broke it up. He said it was illegal.
Was it?
Well, perhaps. But Corey just better not trust me again, that's all. You're not interested in my trouble. Well, let me give you a check for the first 3 months.
Fine, Mr. Fergus. What's that you've got there? One of those new check projectors?
Yes. It's shaped like a regular pen. See?
You set the figures by turning those small rings on the shaft. I see.
Then when you press the button on the end, the numbers and my signature are projected onto this specially sensitized check paper. Like this.
Say, that's quite a gadget. May I look at it?
Of course. Here's your check.
Well, thank you. I'm sure this will be a profitable association for both of us.
Oh, I hope so. You must have inherited your father's brains.
Mr. Fergus, I consider that a very high compliment.
Well, I mean it. Well, I'll be running along now, Mr. McDermott.
All right, Mr. Fergus. You'll be getting your first report on Future Incorporated in about 3 days.
Oh, Mr. McDermott, you understand now that I don't want to get mixed up in anything illegal.
Of course not, Mr. Fergus. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mr. McDermott, are you free now?
Oh, yes, Gilson. Fergus just left, and he signed up.
Good.
I was amused at something he said. He told me I must have inherited my father's brain. If he only knew how close he came to the literal truth.
You mean your father's brainograph records?
Yes, all his ideas on economics, all his vast knowledge scanned by brainograph and recorded on tape. No wonder we've got the best computer service in the solar system. Our computer can draw upon my father's memories and intelligence, just as though he were alive.
Now, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Mr. McDermott. Something's gone wrong.
What do you mean?
You know that problem you asked me to feed into the computer regarding the probable government plans for a new city on Saturn?
Yes, I've already bought most of the land in that area. Well, what's the trouble?
I fed in some new data from the government, and our computer keeps teletyping nonsense. The same meaningless phrase over and over.
What is it?
Well, here's the tape from the computer, sir. Cancel GOC.
Cancel government operations computer?
The machine sort of hesitates and makes a few false starts. Then out come these letters every time. It doesn't make sense. Why would the computer tell us to cancel out a whole source of information? Its main source, the government operations computer.
Wait. The machine only has a vocabulary that we've built into it. Maybe it's trying to tell us something it hasn't words for and is using the nearest substitute. Cancel. Cancel might mean more than just eliminate data. It might mean destroy. Literally destroy.
Oh, but that's fantastic.
Yes, of course. That's it. The machine is trying to tell us that the government computer is recommending a change of plans about the location of the new city on Saturn.
But that would ruin us.
Of course. Our computer's answer is to destroy the government computer.
Well, that's out of the question, of course. What's this thing on the desk?
Oh, that's Fergus's gadget. A check projector. He must have left it. Gilson, you've got to go to Terra and destroy that computer. Immediately.
But, Mr. McDermott...
There's no other way out. And I know how it can be done. Straight down this aisle, Happy, behind relay panel number 68B. That's where the trouble started.
Yes. Gee, this computer's a complicated thing.
It'll take weeks to repair the damage, even if we put every available technician on the job. Here. See that small black metal case?
This one? What does it do?
It's not a part of the computer, Happy. It was put here deep inside the control unit wiring to sabotage the computer.
That little box blew out this whole big machine?
Yes.
Well, who would want to do a thing like that? What would they gain?
It's hard to see how anyone could profit from it. This is the work of an extremely irrational and vicious mind.
Oh, you mean somebody really blew his rocket?
Mm-hmm. And paralyzed the largest, most important electronic brain in the solar system. Not only paralyzed it, but burned out memory banks, relays, and indicating instruments.
Somebody must have a grudge against everybody.
He succeeded in slowing down a lot of important projects. The economy of the whole United Planets will be thrown out of balance. You've got to find another computer. There's only one big enough to handle the job.
Which one is that, sir?
Future Incorporated in Venus City. It's not time to investigate the company, but they have an amazing record for correct predictions. It's run by Anton McDermott.
McDermott? That name sounds familiar.
Anton is the son of the late Samuel McDermott, the famous economist and historian.
Oh, were you a friend of his?
Yes. Never knew his son, Anton, very well, but Samuel McDermott and I were working on an idea together.
What was the idea, sir?
Well, you know it's possible to make a brainograph recording of a person's thoughts and memories.
Yes, sir.
I persuaded Mr. McDermott that he should leave such a record behind. It would be much quicker than writing books. In the case of a genius like McDermott, it would preserve thousands of ideas that would otherwise be lost.
Mm-hmm.
Our plan was to devise some way to transfer these ideas and facts to the memory bank of a computer. In that way, we could benefit from a brilliant man's thinking ability, even after he passed away. At least we thought we could preserve part of it.
Gee.
McDermott told me he'd found a solution, but I was called away on a mission about then. When I returned, it was too late.
Well, hadn't he written it down?
No. At least no mention of it was ever discovered in his papers after his death. His son, Anton, turned all of his father's notes over to the government.
It's sure too bad he couldn't have lived a little while longer.
Eventually, someone will solve the problem. But right now, we've got one of our own.
We'll blast off for Venus City and see if young McDermott will let the government use it.
Commander, anything I can do for a friend of my father will be a pleasure.
I appreciate that, Mr. McDermott. But you're doing a public service, not just a personal favor for me.
Do you have any idea what motive was behind this sabotage of the government?
Not the slightest. We haven't any clue as to who wrecked the terror machine, except that he obviously knows quite a bit about computers.
I certainly hope you catch the vandal, Commander.
We will. McDermott, you'll receive some tape-recorded data for your computer's memory banks in a few hours. Then you can go to work on our Saturn problem.
Excellent. Will you be going back to Terra right away?
First, I've got to visit the Space Patrol testing grounds outside Venus City. Cadet Happy and I will drive over in the morning.
I don't envy you the trip. I understand it's a nerve-wracking ride over that winding mountain road.
Yeah, it would be easier to take an atmosphere ship, but as long as we have to be here on Venus another day, I thought I'd go the slow way and enjoy the scenery.
Well, then I'll see you again before you blast off for Terra.
Yes. Thanks a lot, Mr. McDermott.
Don't mention it.
Mr. McDermott.
Yes, Gilson, what is it?
Something really is wrong with the computer this time. I think we overloaded it.
What?
Well, pardon my saying so. I don't think we should circuit in your father's memory banks. I think they're confusing the other circuits.
How could they?
Well, by introducing irrelevant data. 4 times it came through. Cancel CICSP. There's no significance to those letters as far as the machine's concerned. It's gibberish.
It's very improbable they would have produced the same letters 4 times in a row unless it did have some meaning.
CICSP. What meaning could it possibly have, sir?
Wait a minute. Let's try grouping the letters differently instead of running them all together. C-I-C-S-P. SP. Space Patrol, perhaps.
Oh, but what about the other letters? CIC.
CIC. Commander-in-Chief.
Cancel Commander-in-Chief Space Patrol?
Remember? Cancel is also the computer's word for destroy. It means we're to destroy Commander Corey.
It's uncanny. How does the machine know Corey?
It doesn't. It deals with relationships of ideas. And remember, my father knew Corey. The idea of Corey is in my father's memory bank.
But they were friends. Why would your father want Corey destroyed?
Gilson, think a minute. That computer doesn't want anything. It's solving a problem. The problem's a cold, logical, mathematical problem. My father wouldn't have hesitated to wipe out Corey's chessmen in a friendly game of chess. Now the problem is how to preserve Future Incorporated.
And the answer is destroy Corey.
Right.
But, Mr. McDermott, we can't get rid of Corey.
Yes, we can. Tomorrow morning, Corey and that cadet are going to drive a surface car over the mountains to the Space Patrol testing grounds. Won't be hard to find out what car they're taking. We can conceal a cylinder of sleeping gas under the seat.
Sleep gas?
Yes. Imagine what will happen on that mountain road if they get drowsy at the wheel.
But the Space Patrol's sure to find the wrecked car. And even if it's smashed to pieces, the sleep gas cylinder's likely to be found.
Yes, you're right. And they'd know it wasn't an accident. Then we've got to make the Space Patrol suspect somebody else. Wait, I've got it.
What?
This gadget Fergus left here, his check projector. And Fergus has a grudge against Corey. That's our answer, Gilson. If they find Corey, they'll blame Fergus. Come on.
Gee, Commander, this is sure terrific scenery. I didn't realize these mountains near Venus City were so big.
Well, we've always flown over them before. It takes a view from a surface car to make you really appreciate them.
Well, the engineers who built this road sure did a great job.
Yeah, they certainly did.
Wow. And that would be some drop, especially along here.
Mm-hmm. Over 1,000 feet.
Oh, excuse me, sir. That sleep I had last night, I wonder why I'm so drowsy.
You want to stop and let me drive a while, Hep?
Oh, no, sir. It's only a few more miles to testing grounds. How you make it all right?
Well, I'm a little drowsy myself.
Commander, there's a patch of fog on the highway up at the next turn there.
Fog? I don't see. Oh, yes, I do.
It's even foggy inside the car.
Happy, look out. We're heading for the edge.
Huh? We're going over the cliff!
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. Say, gang, talk about a putt-putt. Just listen to this jet cycle. Yes, it's just a putt-putt, because all it has in it is ordinary fuel. but pour in some super fuel and you get a super start, like this. Wow, that jet cycle is supercharged now. Yep, supercharging takes just one thing, super fuel. Now, to really get going, you have to get supercharged, too. And, gang, here's Buzz Corey's way of doing it. He eats the super cereals, Rice Chex and Wheat Chex. Good? Why, man, they're so good, you grab the biggest bowl you can find, you shake in Chex, pour on milk, sprinkle on sugar, and that's it. You've got a bowl of the swellest tasting cereal in the universe. So try Rice Chex or Wheat Chex today. And remember, inside of every package, there's a mysterious magic space picture. The super cereals that help to supercharge you, Rice Chex, Wheat Chex. And now, back to today's Space Patrol adventure, the Immortal Brain. Anson McDermott has secretly perfected a means of using the brainograph tape recordings of his late father's vast knowledge in his electronic calculating machine. When the machine revealed Commander Corey was an obstacle to the success of McDermott's dishonest schemes, the inventor determined to destroy the commander and throw suspicion on one of McDermott's own clients, Brandon Fergus. Knowing Buzz and Happy were to travel from Venus City to the Space Patrol testing grounds in a surface car, McDermott concealed a sleeping gas cylinder in the car, together with a check projector belonging to Fergus. Now, on a dangerous curve in the Venus Mountains, Happy has browsed at the wheel and is heading for a 1,000-foot drop into the gorge below.
You can't stop, sir. We're going over. Let go of the wheel, Hap. I'll take it.
We didn't go over.
The rear wheel's caught on the boulder, hanging right over the edge.
How are we going to get out of the car?
Climb into the back and out the rear doors.
All right, sir. Wow, look down there.
Had a close call, all right. Move carefully now. I don't know how long this car's going to hold.
Okay, sir. Hey,
What's the matter?
look what's in the back part of the car. A cylinder. Sleeping gas.
What?
Here it is, sir. Must have been hidden back there and got bounced out when we hit the boulder.
It's got a time release on it. That's why we were getting drowsy. I shut off the valve.
And what's this?
What?
On the floor back here, sir. It looks like a pin of some kind. No, it's a tiny atomo light.
Let's see. Oh, it's a check projector.
Who does it belong to?
It's something the Venus City Space Patrol lab can tell us when they take it apart.
Then we'll know who put the sleep gas cylinder back here.
Our trip to testing grounds is off, Happy. We're going back to Venus City. I'll space the phone for a part. Mr. McDermott, here's an extract from that data we got from the government computer memory tape.
Let's see it. Good, Gilson. It's printed up in government regulation form, just as I ordered.
You want me to take it to Fergus?
No, he's coming here to the office in a few minutes. I'll give it to him then.
Oh, very good. Mr. McDermott, will it be absolutely necessary to go ahead with the rest of our plan?
You mean doing away with Fergus?
Yes.
Of course, Gilson. We know that Corey and the cadet left Venus City for the testing grounds on schedule. That means that by now the sleeping gas has worked, and they've lost control of the surface car.
But isn't the check projector enough evidence against Fergus?
It might be. But if Fergus is later found with information that he could have stolen from Corey, it will provide a motive. However, if Fergus is given a brainograph test, he could prove his innocence. So, the only alternative is to give Fergus top secret data, and then do away with it.
How do we do that?
When Fergus sees this information, he'll blast off for Saturn to take advantage of it. When he's out in space, his air supply will fail. We'll see to that.
And the Space Patrol will have an open and shut case.
Exactly. If they find his ship, they'll find the secret data on him. Their only possible conclusion is that Fergus stole it from Corey. Oh, that's probably Fergus now. Let him in.
Yes, sir. The Venus lab came up with something very interesting, Happy.
On the check projector?
Yes, they cut it apart and projected the signature cell under ultraviolet light.
Whose is it?
Belongs to Brandon Fergus.
Brandon Fergus?
Yes, I had some trouble with him several months ago on Jupiter. He was involved in an illegal transaction. I stepped in and broke it up.
Well, then it must have been Fergus that planted the sleep gas cylinder in the surface car.
Ah, it looks that way. I can't figure out a motive. As far as I know, Fergus has been sticking close to the law lately. Either he holds a grudge a long time, or he's planning something new and wanted me out of the way.
Well, he sure came close to succeeding.
We'll make sure he doesn't come any closer. I've assigned some men to trace Fergus. When they locate him, they'll let me know. Then you and I will find out.
Are you sure about this, Gilson?
Positive. Commander Corey was seen coming out of the Venus City Space Patrol headquarters.
Could we have missed? We did take the surface car that you put the sleeping gas cylinder in.
Yes, but the car didn't go over the cliff. It was brought back to Venus City. Damaged, but not badly smashed up.
This puts us in a spot. Well, we've got to get rid of Fergus before Corey questions him.
Well, what about Corey?
We'll have to get rid of him later. The important thing now is to get rid of Fergus. Let's get to his spaceship.
I've just checked with Spaceport Operations Commander. Fergus's ship is on blast-off ramp 27.
Good, Hap. According to one of our agents, Fergus has left his apartment, so he should be here at the spaceport soon.
I wonder where he's going.
I don't know, Happy. He must have decided to leave Venus City within the last few hours. He'd made an appointment with the doctor for day after tomorrow and then canceled it.
Well, then something must have
Happy.
come up.
There he is, making his way through the crowd.
Where is he?
He's heading toward Gate 6. Let's follow him. We'll keep well behind him. He may be planning to... that ought to do it, Mr. McDermott. The air supply should fail about 2 hours after blastoff.
Fine, Gilson. By then, Fergus ought to be so far from Venus that no help could reach him.
Well, let's get out of the ship and get back to the office, sir. I'd hate to be caught here.
All right. And now we've got to figure out a way... Oh, wait.
What is it?
Look, the starboard viewport. Somebody's coming toward the ship.
It's Fergus. What'll we do?
Oh, don't get excited, Gilson. I'll tell him I learned some new information.
Yeah, but what are you going to tell him?
It won't matter. You'll never have a chance to check the truth. Gilson,
what's the matter?
Who's following Fergus?
The Space Patrol.
Yes, Corey and his cadet.
We've got to get out of here.
Wait. This is a chance to simplify our whole problem. Come on, Gilson. Get into one of the aft compartments.
He's going up the ladder into his ship, sir. Hadn't we better hurry?
All right, Ham. But he can't blast off until he checks with Venus Space Patrol.
It doesn't look as though we were going to meet anybody here.
No. Evidently, Fergus has been working alone. All right, Hap, up the ladder into the ship.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute, Fergus. Don't close that hatch.
What's that?
We're coming in. We want to talk to you.
Why, Commander Corey, I haven't seen you for almost a year.
Yes, but I've got something here that belongs to you.
Oh, it's my check projector.
I thought you might explain how it happened to be in a surface car. I was driving to the testing grounds outside of Venus City.
Surface car? Why, really, Commander, I don't know what you're talking about. I lost a check gadget recently, but I haven't the slightest idea how it got into your surface car.
Then I'll have to ask you to come along with me for a brainograph test.
Now, see here, Commander, I've important business to attend to.
Search him, Happy.
Yes, sir.
But this is outrageous. I assure you I've done nothing against the law since our last dispute. And you have no right to hold me here.
He doesn't have any weapons, sir. Just this identification folder and some documents.
I'll take them, Happy. Thanks.
Now, see here, Commander. I resent this. And believe
Hold
me...
it, Fergus. How did you get this?
Why?
This is government information, top secret. And it's an official document form. So you were going to Saturn, were you? Where did you get this information?
Perhaps I can explain, Commander. Get your hands up to that. You too, Commander.
McDermott.
I warn all of you. Any movement, I'll use this ray gun on you. Gilson, watch him closely, especially Corey.
Yes, Mr. McDermott. I don't get this, McDermott. What's the idea?
I'll tell you, Commander. This greedy fool Fergus had nothing to do with the attempt on your life in the Venus Mountains. I planned it.
You did? Why?
Because my electronic computer informed me that you were the most dangerous obstacle to my success.
You can't be serious.
Furthermore, it informed me that the government computer on Terra should be put out of commission.
Then you sabotaged the Terra calculator.
That's right. My calculator also determined that if you remained alive, the Space Patrol would probably discover that I destroyed the Terra machine.
So you put the sleeping gas in my surface car.
Yes, but that plan failed. So I'll have to be sure that this time I succeed. I'm going to do away with Fergus, and also you and your cadet right here in Fergus's spaceship.
McDermott, I can't understand this. Your father and I were friends. He was a great man, a brilliant man. The kindest man I've ever met.
That's rich, Corey. Do you realize that it was my father's decision that you should be eliminated?
That's impossible.
Do you remember those brainograph tapes? The idea you and he were working on to transfer those tapes to the memory banks of calculating machines?
Yes, but he passed away before we...
Not quite, Corey. He told me the process. I'm the first man in history to add the contents of a human brain to an electronic thinking machine. And it's ironic, isn't it, that my father, your friend, should decide that you should be destroyed.
That's very interesting, McDermott. But tell me, did you transfer all of your father's brainograph tapes to your electronic calculator?
Of course not, just the important parts. The facts, his reasoning processes.
That's all I wanted to know, McDermott.
Get Gilson happy. Yes, sir. Give me that gun, Gilson.
Good work, Captain. Keep them covered.
Yes, sir.
All right, McDermott, on your feet. Let's take him to headquarters, Happy.
Yes, sir.
McDermott, when you put your father's electronic calculator together, you forgot one thing.
What was that?
Your father's brain wasn't merely a collection of facts. That's all you preserved. You threw away the important qualities, sympathy, kindness, and the love for humanity.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you do. McDermott, you can build a substitute for the human brain, but you'll never build a substitute for the human heart.
In just a moment, an action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, Commander?
Oh, yes. Come in, Captain Tufel. Captain, you understand, don't you, that today is the last time we can offer the gang on Earth a Space Patrol projectoscope?
Yes, sir, I do.
And be sure to mention that when you talk to them on the radio today. I don't want anybody to get left without one. Now, look at this projectoscope I have here. You ever see a better model of my rocket?
Never, sir.
Take a look at how easy it flashes signals.
Perfect.
Look at the steady beam of light it throws. A real flashlight in the shape of a rocket. And, of course, it's also a film projector. It flashes pictures on the wall. Pictures of Hap and me and 4 of our greatest Space Patrol adventures.
Say, what's that, Commander?
Oh, my radio beam relayer is on. The boys and girls have been listening to us all the time. Hi, gang. Glad you're listening in because now you already know that I want you to send in right away for a projectoscope. Remember, this is the last time we can make this offer.
That's right, gang. To get a projectoscope, do this. Buy a box of rice checks or wheat checks. Then, with your name and address, send 35 cents in coin and a rice checks or wheat checks box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. Don't forget your 35 cents. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are in the basement of a museum near some prehistoric fossil pits on the Martian desert, searching for valuable gems.
These gems look real to me, Commander.
They are, Happy. I think we've found the man who smuggled them in.
Hey, Commander, what's that?
Stay where you are, both of you. Now, Commander, you may have found me, but this machine will keep you from capturing me.
Well, what kind of a machine is it, Commander?
It's a disintegrator for removing rock from fossils.
That's right, and it will destroy anything, Cadet. Do you understand anything? That means no one will ever find a trace of either of you.
Join us again next week for the mystery of the Martian fossils, when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston again present another exciting adventure on Space Patrol! Special bulletin for boys and girls in Cincinnati, Ohio, Bridgeport, New Haven, and Hartford, Connecticut, and Providence, Rhode Island. Buzz Corey's own space battle cruiser, the Ralston Rocket, will be in your area next week. Don't miss it. The Ralston Rocket. Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston. Produced and directed by Larry Robertson. Executive producer Mike Devery. Other players were Bela Kovach, Ken Mayer, and Norman Jolly. Dick Tufel speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston again present the new exciting Space Patrol. And be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol program on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol has come to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network. Wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston present Space Patrol. High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed Space Patrol adventure, Buzz and Happy are locked in a laboratory on the planet Venus, where two villainous scientists have developed a new type of bacteria, which they're using to spread an epidemic. Suddenly, the voice of one of the scientists comes over a loudspeaker.
We've taken enough of your meddling, Corey, and the people of Venus City are going to suffer for it. Watch what happens when I throw this flint.
Commander, what's that? He started a gas compressor.
I'm building up pressure in the germ well. In a few moments, they'll burst. Bacteria will be scattered all over the city.
Well, listen to reason. Turn that off.
Don't worry, Corey. The germs won't harm you. You'll be destroyed first by the explosion.
We'll return in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, the Industructible Germ. A cyclone? Just Danny Fields rushing out the door to the grocery. He's just heard there's a swell surprise inside of every new package of checks.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Danny's found the surprise.
A magic space picture. Wowee.
Wowee is right. With the Magic Space Picture Gang, you can have the time of your life. First, you stare at the mysterious picture. What is it? Who is it? It's hard to tell. But then you'll look up at the sky or at a wall and...
Jumping Jupiter. I can see a flying saucer in the sky. Gosh, this picture really is magic.
Magic and how? Why, with the Magic Space Pictures, you can see all kinds of objects floating in space. Objects so big and clear, you'll think they're real. Flying saucer, rocket ship, planet Saturn, Buzz Corey, Cadet Happy. Those are just a few of the Magic Space Pictures. Altogether, there are 24, all different, and you get one inside of every new package of checks. So, gang, start collecting the entire set of 24 Magic Space Pictures today. Just look for the packages of rice checks and wheat checks, with Buzz Corey or Cadet Happy on the outside and the Magic Space Picture on the inside. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, the Industructible Germ. On the planet Venus, several hundred miles from the capital city, is the community of Euphoria, known as the health capital of the solar system. Even in the 30th century, Euphoria is unique. For in these past 3 years, not one man, woman, or child has missed a single day of work or school because of illness. But about 2 weeks ago, an alarming thing happened. All over the city, people of all ages began complaining of weakness, disturbing headaches. Medical authorities are completely baffled. But although there have been no fatalities as yet, the situation is extremely serious. So serious that the city manager, Dr. Simon Kendall, has gone to Terra, seeking aid from the United Planets government. Now, at the request of the Secretary General, Commander Corey, Cadet Happy, and Dr. Kendall are flying to Euphoria to conduct an investigation.
What's our estimated arrival time, Happy? Well, we should reach the Euphoria space locks at 1743 Universal Star Time, sir.
Good. That'll bring us in about 2 hours ahead of the Emergency Medical Corps.
I do hope these Terra experts will be able to find out more than my own staff has.
The Emergency Medical Corps hasn't failed yet, Dr. Kendall. They've been up against some tough problems.
Commander, do you remember my telling the Secretary General that I regretted not coming to him sooner?
Yes, Doctor.
Well, it was a matter of pride. As city manager of Euphoria, I hated to ask for outside help, even in a crisis as serious as this. I was sure that our own medical authorities would find the answer.
Well, I'm sure they could if it were an ordinary problem.
I'm afraid that we citizens of Euphoria have become like so many greenhouse plants. Our environment is so carefully controlled that our own bodies have lost some of their natural ability to fight off a new disease.
But, Doctor, if this disease is something new, then anybody might take it, whether they lived in Euphoria or not.
That's part of our job, Happy, to see that medical security regulations are enforced to prevent the sickness from spreading to other cities and to other planets.
That's rather ironic, Commander, your last statement.
How do you mean?
Now, for about 25 years, Euphoria has considered itself the only real, pure spot in the universe. We've been very smug about our superior health record. We've made our visitors go through a complete health examination before they entered our city. And now, we're the ones everyone is afraid of. We, the pure ones, are the source of contamination.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this, Doctor, and we're going to find it.
Miss Graven.
Oh, yes, Garn, what is it?
Well, I know you don't like to be interrupted when you're in the lab, but I thought this was important.
Is it about Euphoria?
Yes, the city is quarantined. No one can enter or leave without an official Space Patrol permission.
Oh, that's not so good.
That's good. It means we won. We never dreamed our indestructible germs would be that effective.
Yes, but what about our agents there? They'll have to stay in the city now.
That's right. I never thought of that. If they have to stay there, they may come down with the sickness.
Better if they do, then they won't attract attention. If they get panicky and try to escape, they'll be caught and expose us.
Then hadn't we better shut down the lab and leave Venus City?
No. Venus City will be the headquarters of the scientists trying to stop the epidemic at Euphoria. We'll stay here so we'll know every move they make.
We won't need this germ-breeding apparatus anymore. Euphoria is completely contaminated. We have to get rid of it.
You amaze me. We've spent 2 years perfecting this culture process. 1 year building it and another creating a new type of bacteria. And you want to destroy it.
But we achieved our purpose. Dr. Kendall is ruined professionally.
You know, if this disease ever gets a name, it'll probably be called Kendallitis. We've got something big here, something important. What works at Euphoria can work in other cities.
You mean you want to infect other cities, too?
Perhaps. Just think, Stan. You and I both hate Dr. Kendall for getting us discharged from Terra University faculty.
Yes, and we have the right to hate him.
But we've done him more harm than he ever did us. So let's forget him. We can become rich and famous.
Oh.
We've produced an indestructible germ right here in our laboratory. Suppose we keep working and find a way of destroying this new type of bacteria.
You mean develop a cure for the disease?
Of course. Then we can start an epidemic all over the solar system. Where the smartest scientists can begin to make headway, we step in and offer a remedy.
Yes. Then we'll be heroes. We'll be the scientists that saved the universe from Kendallitis.
That's right, Stan.
Oh, wait a minute. Suppose somebody beats us to it, discovers the cure before we do.
Oh, that's very unlikely.
Well, frankly, I'm getting worried. Suppose there's an accident here in the lab. Suppose we get infected.
Oh, we've taken every precaution.
I know, but an automatic process is very complex. Something might go wrong when we're not here. The germs might escape.
I've taken care of that. If there's any leakage in the apparatus, a warning bell will ring. If we're here, we can correct the trouble. If we're not, the entire lab will be seared with fire. Not even these germs will survive that.
Suppose you're right.
But nothing's going to happen. Now, let's start working on a cure for our people.
Of course it is. Is the commander with you?
No, sir. I thought he was here picking up some of those bacteria samples.
Oh, they're in that case, ready for him.
I guess he'll be along pretty quick. So you finally isolated the bacteria,
Yes. It seems to be a new variety. It has an amazing resistance to ordinary germ-killing chemicals. In fact, it almost seems to thrive on them.
Wow.
I've never seen a single type of bacteria that can endure such a wide range of adverse conditions.
No wonder you can't stop the epidemic.
And it's getting worse. Our industries are being forced to shut down for lack of workers.
Well, what if it spreads to other cities, Doctor?
I'm hoping that the scientists at Venus City will be able to find a way of destroying the bacteria without harming human beings.
Well, they've done it with nearly all the other diseases.
Yes, but over a period of centuries. We scientists have been boasting of the fact that we found permanent cures for all the serious diseases. Now we've got this new one. It's as though nature were telling us we're becoming a little too conceited, little men.
Oh, there you are, Happy.
I thought I'd wait here with Dr. Kendall, sir.
Good. Doctor, do you have those germ specimens?
Right here, Commander.
Fine. I'm doubling the security guard here at Euphoria. One of your citizens jumped quarantine.
What?
Employee at the atmosphere washing plant, Lyle Vosper, left the city without permission.
Was he infected?
Yes. The full report to the hospital. Instead, he managed to steal a doctor's credentials and escape in a circus car. He's believed to be heading for Venus City.
He's got to be stopped before he spreads the sickness.
I know. I've alerted Venus City Space Patrol, and Happy and I are blasting off for there right away. Get the bacteria specimens.
Vosper, what are you doing here?
Where's Miss Braden?
She's not here right now. How did you get out of Euphoria?
I had to.
I've got the sickness, and you came directly here to our lab. You fool! Come in so I can shut the door.
Fine. You and Miss Braden have got German.
What makes you think we have a cure?
You've got to have. You told me nothing would happen.
He said all I had to do was put some of the bacteria in the final stage of the atmosphere purifying system, then come back here after the epidemic started.
Yes, but we underestimated the strength of the bacteria. We didn't expect the quarantine to be slapped down the city so quickly.
You've got to help me. I'm sick, Stein, sick.
Go up, be control yourself.
Help me, Stein, help me.
Help you. That'll keep you quiet.
What's going on in here, Scarn?
Oh, Miss Braden, it's Vosper. He's done quarantine. I have to hit him to keep him quiet.
Did you have to hit him that hard? He's hurt. Oh. Well, lock him up till he comes to, and we'll decide what to do.
Stop the car here, Happy, and turn off the light.
Yes.
From here we can watch this whole row of buildings. We can't be sure, Happy. Our agent trailed into this neighborhood and then lost him. One thing's sure, he hasn't left the area.
We have to come out to get something to eat.
Yes, if someone will bring him food. If we watch carefully, we might be able to get a tip off.
You're right, Scarn. We'll have to dispose of Vosper. He's alive. We can start an epidemic here before we're ready. The Space Patrol will find him. Come on, let's get him.
Lockrock, look. The door's unlocked. Oh, Vosper's gone. Somebody's let him out.
Don't be a fool.
But Vosper couldn't have broken out by himself, not in his condition.
He did, though. Look at the marks on the inside of the door. And he couldn't have gone very far. Go on.
Commander, look. Somebody just came out of that building.
He seems hurt. Look how he's staggering.
He's coming right toward our car.
He's in bad shape, Happy. Come on.
Help me. He's fallen over.
Help me. I've got him.
Easy. Let's have a look at him.
Smoking rockets. It's Vosper.
Vosper.
Who is he?
We're space patrolmen. We want to help you. Tell us what happened.
He's not going to tell you anything. I'll see to that. Look out, Commander. Commander.
That goes for you. I'll fix you for meddling.
Son, who are they?
It's the Space Patrol. But I've taken care of them.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. How does he do it, Space Patrollers? He sees flying saucers in the sky. He sees a robot man on the wall. He sees the planet Saturn floating in the clouds.
You bet I do. And sometimes, up there in space, I see a rocket ship and speeding jet cars.
How does he do it, gang? What magic power does this boy possess?
No magic power to it. Magic space pictures. That's my secret.
Yes, sir, Space Patrollers. That's the secret. Magic space pictures. And with these wonderful pictures, you can see flying saucers and robot men in the sky, too. You can even see pictures of Tonga in the sky, and Major Robertson, and Carol. Pictures so big and clear, they practically look real.
It's fun, gang, and it's easy. You just stare at the magic space pictures, look up into the sky, and zowie, the magic goes to work. There in the sky, you see the magic space picture real big and real clear.
There are 24 different magic space pictures, and you get one inside of every new package of checks. So start collecting those wonderful magic space pictures now.
Swap them with your pals. Be the first one in your gang to have the whole set of 24.
Here's all you do. Just get the new packages of rice checks or wheat checks with Buzz Corey or Cadet Happy on the outside and the amazing magic space picture on the inside. And now back to our Space Patrol adventure, the Industructible Germ. The community of Euphoria on the planet Venus has been famous as the healthiest city in the solar system. But a mysterious epidemic has struck suddenly, and medical authorities are powerless to treat the strange malady. The cause of the epidemic is the super bacteria developed in a laboratory in Venus City and introduced into Euphoria's atmosphere plant by a confederate of Immortal Brain and Mondo Skarn. When the Confederate Lyle Vosper contracted the sickness, he fled from the quarantine city and came to Immortal Braden's lab. There, he was severely beaten by Skarn. He managed to escape and was found by Buzz and Happy. But while the space patrolmen were questioning Vosper, Skarn surprised them and knocked them unconscious before they could defend themselves.
They were trying to get Vosper to talk.
Did he?
I don't think so.
Then we're safe. All we've got to do is take Vosper back inside the lab building before these space patrolmen come too.
You aren't going to leave them here.
Why not? Take their weapons away from them. Oh, and rob them.
Rob them?
Go on. Take their watches and whatever valuables they have on them. I'm going to make it look like a plain robbery. With Vosper in our hands, they'll never be able to prove differently. Hurry up before someone comes.
Happy, all right? Not too good, but I'll live.
Did you see who hit us?
Very clearly, sir. Hey, he was a big guy, though.
There was a woman with him. I heard her voice just before I passed on. How's Vosper?
Vosper? Come on. Vosper's gone.
I saw all of our weapons.
And my wallet. And watch.
It's a cover-up, Happy. Whoever hit us wanted to make sure Vosper didn't identify him. That means Vosper was attacked by someone he knew.
Uh-huh. Somebody in that building.
We're in no condition to begin and investigate right now. By this time, they've probably taken Vosper to another part of the city. The space phone a couple of agents to watch this neighborhood, then they'll go to headquarters for a little medical.
We're going to have to take Vosper away from the lab to dispose of him. The space patrolman may have seen him come out of this building. That means they'll send someone here to see.
Well, what about bacteria process equipment?
Leave it just as it is. Unlock the door and get Vosper. We'll carry him out the back door.
He's gone again.
The window.
Yeah, he pried the bars apart and removed the plexiglass. What are we going to do?
We're going to find him, of course.
Good morning, Commander.
Morning, Happy. How do you feel?
Still a little groggy, sir. The doctor says I'll probably have to wear these bandages for a week.
Both of us are looking as though we made a crash landing.
Anything new from the lab, Commander?
We made a few tests on those bacteria samples, but they merely confirmed what Dr. Kendall found out. A new type of bacteria with amazing resistance, discovered, strangely enough, in the least likely place of all, euphoria. The authorities are constantly making bacteria tests of air, water, food, everything.
Yeah. You'd think a new type of bacteria would be discovered quicker than a six-legged elephant at a dog show.
Commander Corey here. Oh, yes, Sergeant. Who? All right, send him in. There's a visitor, Happy. Lyle Vosper.
Vosper?
At least that's the name he gave Sergeant Clary at the reception desk. Yes, come in. You are the Lyle Vosper who jumped quarantine at Euphoria?
Yes, Commander.
And the same man we found last night on Pollock Street?
I don't recognize you. I was pretty dazed.
But you seemed to be ill last night, so ill you could hardly talk.
Yes, I know.
Happy, would you say this is the same man we saw last night?
Well, it sure looks like it. He looks a lot healthier.
Perhaps we should find out who his doctor is.
I haven't been to a doctor. I guess I just feel sickly.
We'll go into that later. Vosper, why did you leave Euphoria? You knew the city was under quarantine.
I know, Commander. I was frightened. I knew I was coming down with that sickness.
And yet you endangered the lives of others.
Yes, I know I was wrong. But jumping quarantine isn't my worst offense. I'm here to give myself up and tell you the whole story.
Let's hear it.
I was sent to Euphoria to start that epidemic.
You started?
Yes. I was hired by a woman named Lockwood Braden to plant the bacteria in that city.
So why would anyone want to do that?
Lockwood Braden and her assistant, Mondo Stein, wanted revenge against Dr. Kendall. He got them fired from Terra University a few years ago, and he discovered they were embezzling university funds.
And it was Scarn who followed you last night and beat up Cadet Happy and me.
That's right. They planned to do away with me, but I got away with it.
You know where they got this new type of bacteria?
By artificial selection. They have an automatic breeder. When they get several million bacteria in a sealed vat, they add a weak solution of poison.
And they let the survivors multiply and add a stronger poison solution.
Exactly. They did this again and again with thousands of generations of bacteria. Each time they got a stronger variety. Germs that could stand heat and cold.
The rockets, how long did it take?
About a year. You see, these bacteria divide every 20 minutes. They had 25,000 generations in 1 year. I heard Lockwood Braden say once that was equivalent to nearly 1 million years in the life of the human race.
All that effort creating an epidemic just to get revenge against one man.
I didn't know it would be this bad, Commander. Honestly, I didn't.
That doesn't excuse you, Vosper. However, your coming here may help to keep the sickness from spreading. Dr. Kendall is here in Venus City. I'm going to send you to him for an examination, and you'll be returned to Euphoria under Space Patrol custody.
Yes, sir.
Happy turned Vosper over to a guard, And we'll go pick up Dr. Brain.
The door's locked, sir.
Locker and Starn decided to get out of the city after Voster got away. Let's have a look. Use your electronic key, Hunter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go in.
Well, here's the lab, sir.
Take it easy, Hunter. There may be someone in there. I'll go first. Nobody here, but the equipment's working.
Oh, look at all those vats and tubes and stuff.
Probably the bacteria incubator system.
And they're still growing those germs.
Yes. There's probably billions and billions of them in those vats, ready to be turned loose in other cities.
You gotta smash them all to bits right now.
Start an epidemic right here in Venus City.
Oh, that's right.
This is a job for a bacteriologist, Happy. Don't touch a thing.
That's very good advice, Commander.
I suppose you're a Locker of Braden.
That's right. And may I ask why you're intruding here in my private property?
We've talked to Lyle Voster. He told us how that epidemic started in Euphoria.
Lyle Voster, who's he?
The man you hired to put these bacteria in the atmosphere plant. The man your assistant, Monda Starn, followed last night.
Really, Commander, I don't know who this Voster is, but he's an outrageous liar. Actually, I'm trying to develop a cure for that disease.
Very interesting. And where do you get the bacteria to experiment on?
What?
You had better come along with me to headquarters, Locker. Where's Starn?
Son, I don't know.
Commander, there's a man looking through the glass there in the next room. He's motioning to the locker.
Oh, that's Mr. Starr now. He's in the control room. I'll get him.
Now, just a minute, Locker. Stay here. I'll get him. Stop her, Happy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, don't shut that door. This way. Open this door.
Commander, your authority doesn't carry much weight around here. And your meddling into our affairs is very unfortunate for the people of Venus City.
Commander, what does he mean?
Watch what happens when I throw this switch.
Starn, what are you doing?
I'm building up gas pressure in the process control system. In a few moments, the vents will start to burst, and the bacteria will freeze.
Listen to reason.
And a few moments later, the entire lab will blow up. Germs will be scattered into the air of the city. But you won't have to worry, Corey. The explosion will take care of you.
What are we going to do, sir?
They left the control room. Quick, use your electronic...
Wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot roastin' present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy are in their spacesuits, examining the wreckage of a long-lost spaceship that crashed under strange circumstances.
From the looks of the wreckage, the ship didn't hit head-on. Came in at an angle right over those pinnacles of rock. How old would you say the ship was, sir? Judging by the fragments and what's left of the instruments, I'd say it was at least 100 years old. 100 years? Smoking rockets, what a story this old ship could tell. Hey, Commander, somebody or something shooting at us. The spaceship coming in low. This time they won't miss. Come on, get out of here before they fire again. But, Commander, why would they fire on us? If we don't get under that extra rock, we'll never find out.
We'll return in just a moment with today's Space Patrol adventure, The Treasure of Planetoid 60. Say, gang, did you ever try a cereal that tasted so good you felt like bouncing right up to the ceiling like a spring? Well, if you haven't, try Rice Chex and Wheat Chex. So good you just can't seem to get them out of the package fast enough. And when you see that bowl full of bite-sized biscuits looking up at you, why, man, oh, man, you can hardly wait until you pour on the milk and sprinkle on the sugar. And, wow, when you dive into Chex... Well, sir, that was you bouncing right up to the ceiling because you like your Chex so much. So try 'em, Space Patrollers. Rice Chex. Delicious, nutritious, bite-sized, shredded rice biscuits. Hollow inside so they can fill up with milk. And Wheat Chex, a bite-sized treat made of energy-rich whole wheat. The super cereals that help to supercharge you. Rice Chex, Wheat Chex. The only cereals in the universe that bring you a magic space picture inside of every package. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, the Treasure of Planetoid 60. Commander Corey and Cadet Happy have just finished inspecting Space Patrol units on the planet Neptune. Now, in the Neptune City headquarters, Buzz is showing Happy a fragment of bluish rock streaked with bands of violet.
Some odd-looking rocks, huh? What is it?
It's called transplutite, Happy. It's brought here by a gem expert named Hollister. He wanted it examined by the Space Patrol scientists.
Transplutite. I don't think I ever heard of it.
Very few people have. Outside of a few specimens in museums, no transplutite has been seen in nearly 100 years. Hollister says that yesterday 2 men came into his shop with several chunks of this rock. He couldn't believe his eyes. The men refused to say where they got it.
Well, why did Hollister bring it here? Does he think it was stolen from a museum?
Yes. We're checking by Spaceophone now with museums all over the solar system.
Oh, then this transplutite must be pretty valuable.
Extremely. Not because of the rock itself. It's the Arcturian in it that makes it valuable.
That's another new one, Commander.
And you've never heard of Captain Hartog?
No, sir.
Well, Captain Hartog was a scientist and space explorer who lived about a century ago. After a long space trip, he showed up on the planet Earth with samples of his blue rock. Some strange new gems that he ground into microscopic cutting tools.
Uh-huh.
The amazing thing about these gems was that they emitted radiation when a small current was sent through them. They provided their own light for the most delicate analysis under a microscope.
Oh, I see.
Instantly, there was a tremendous demand for the gems, and Captain Hartog was the only one who could supply them. When he was asked where he got them, he just laughed and said, from Arcturus.
Arcturus? Well, that's impossible.
Of course. Arcturus is a star 32 light years away. But the gem was called Arcturian just the same. And the rock itself was named transplutite, indicating that it came from beyond Pluto.
Well, didn't Captain Hartog ever tell where he got it?
No. No, he blasted off on a space flight, and nothing was ever heard from him again. No trace of his ship was ever found. Naturally, that cut off the supply of Arcturium. No substitute has ever been discovered.
Well, is there Arcturium in this piece of rock, Commander?
Yes. Well, here's a chance to use your new Space Patrol microscope. You got it with you?
Oh, yes, sir. Right here in my pocket.
All right. Now, focus it on one of those violet streaks in the rock.
It sure is a terrific little microscope, sir. I've been making fingerprint tests with it just for fun.
You'll find it comes in handy in hundreds of ways, Happy. For a long time, we've needed a small, compact, powerful microscope. I bet I turned down a dozen models till the security lab came up with this one.
Oh, it's a beauty, sir. It's light and still plenty rugged. I've got the microscope focused, sir.
Now, just watch that violet streak.
It looks like tiny sparks of light are shooting through the rock.
That's the action of the Arcturium, Happy. You could see it better if the rock were polished. If electric current were applied, the Arcturium would really glow.
Should I hook it up to a current, sir?
Now, let's wait till we get over to Hollister's shop. I want to return the sample to him before Corbo and Ruff get there.
Corbo and Ruff?
Well, they're the 2 men who brought in the transplutite. If one of their samples is missing, I'm going to get suspicious. That is, if they're up to something crooked. Let's get over there right away. All right, Hollister, where is it? Quit stalling. We left 4 rock samples here, and we've only got 3. Where's the other one? Come on, Hollister. What are you up to?
Up. What are you doing?
Trying to make him talk.
Leave him alone. Take your hands off him.
Might as well, I guess. Must have hit him a little too hard. He's unconscious.
That was a stupid thing to do.
That Corbo, what business has he got holding out on one of our samples?
Maybe he wasn't sure what it was and turned it over to another mineral expert.
Why didn't he say so?
Professional pride, maybe. Anyway, we'd better shut this door to his back office and get out of here.
You got the other samples?
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
You, sure you searched every place here in the outer office?
Yeah, even the safe. It was unlocked. We'll blast off for Saturn and have the samples tested there. And next time, Rupp, no strong arm stuff.
All right, Corvo. Let up, will you? Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hi.
Where's Mr. Hollister?
Oh, he stepped out for a few minutes. Just wait, he'll be right back. We're in sort of a hurry, if you'll excuse us.
Just a minute. Are you Frank Rupp and Kent Corvo?
That's...
Why,
what if we are?
You fit the description Mr. Hollister gave me. Then this must be one of your samples.
Why, it is, that's right.
It's transplutite, all right, with Arcturium.
Oh, fine. May I have it, please?
I'll wait till Mr. Hollister returns. Where did you get these samples?
We don't actually know where they came from. We got them from a space prospector we met on Jupiter. We're acting as his agent, so to speak.
You came directly here to Neptune from Jupiter?
That's right, Commander.
Well, if this prospector friend of yours has discovered a source of Arcturium and wants to keep it a secret, that's his affair and yours. Why? And then you'll be going wrong.
Commander, what's that?
It came from the back room. Check on it, Happy.
Yes, sir.
You two stay where you are.
Sorry, Commander. We've got other plans.
Hey, what are you doing?
This will take care of you, Cadet.
Yeah, satchel of rocks makes a nice weapon, Corbo.
Come on, let's get out of here, quick.
Happy, are you all right?
Get away?
We've only been out a couple of minutes. I'll call the spaceport and have a guard put on the ship. Check the back room, Happy. We've probably done something to Hollister.
Yes, sir.
You take care of him, then we'll head for the space. Here's Corbo's ship, Happy.
It looks like we got here ahead of him.
They may have seen the guards and got scared off. We'll get them. First, we'll examine the ship. Up the ladder, huh?
Yes, sir.
Leave the hatch open after we get in the airlock.
Right, Commander.
Now, wait, huh? Look at this white dust on the floor of the airlock. I wonder where they picked that up.
Certainly not of any regular spacecraft.
We'll gather up a sample of it later and examine it under the microscope. Now, let's go to the spacesuit locker. Open the inner hatch.
Well, they sure tracked in a lot of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Now, the marks on the floor, they were wearing spacesuits. That's why I want to check the locker.
Spacesuits? That means they've recently been on one of the moons. And this white stuff is probably powdered pumice.
That alone isn't much of a clue. There's a lot of moons, partly covered with pumice. Now, here's the locker. Now, let's examine the boots on these spacesuits.
Hey, they must have been wading in pumice halfway up to their knees.
Get the microscope out, Happy. I'll scrape off a sample.
Yes, sir.
Mere magnification may not tell us too much, but it might tell us if it's worthwhile making a more thorough test at the Neptune City lab.
The microscope's all ready, sir.
All right, I'll smear a little of this powder on the slide. Slip it into this stage. Huh? I'll take a look through the lens.
Oh, it's in focus now, Commander. There's some dark flakes of something mixed with the powder. You want to see?
Mm-hmm. We'll take a spectrographic analysis at the lab to tell us exactly what those flakes are.
And then we'll have a line on where Rupp and Corbo have been.
We'll also disconnect their vector computer and take it with us.
The vector computer?
Yes, if they didn't clear the settings after they landed, it may show us exactly where they were before landing on Neptune. Let's take these places. Corbo, look at our ship. They got guards around it.
They must have come through and alerted the spaceport.
We better get away from here quick.
Yeah, get out of the city.
How?
On a surface car. We'll drive out through the surface locks at the north side of the atmosphere shaft. The spacephone rapper to pick us up on a spaceship the other side of the hill.
We have to have spacesuits to transfer to the ship.
They're already in the surface car. Come on, now. We've got to get out of Neptune City before they put a guard at the surface locks.
I just checked with the infirmary, sir. Mr. Hollister's okay, and he's on his way back to his shop.
Good. Reports have come in from the museum's, Happy. No transplutite exhibits on the scene.
I don't get it, sir. If Rupp and Corbo didn't steal the transplutite, why would they beat up Hollister and attack us? What have they got to be afraid of?
I think I've got part of the answer, Happy. Rupp and Corbo apparently have stumbled onto something more than Arcturian-bearing rock. I think they've found out what happened to Captain Hartsheimer.
Oh.
The lab has carefully analyzed those spacesuits we took from the ship. Remember those dark flakes in the powdered pumice?
Yes, sir.
They're bits of enamel, apparently scraped off of metal when Rupp and Corbo walked over it in their suits. Enamel that was once used to coat the interior of spaceships.
But how does that connect up with Captain Hartog, sir?
Because enamel of this type hasn't been used in 90 years. Of course, Rupp and Corbo might have been tramping around the reactor for another old health, but they also show up in transplutite. There's only one conclusion.
Then Hartog's ship was wrecked here inside the solar system. They only knew where.
The vector computer from Corbo's ship gave us a clue. Corbo didn't come to Neptune directly from Jupiter. The formula for the vector curve indicates that they came from the direction of Planetoid 60.
Planetoid 60?
Yes. One of the thousands of planetoids that have never been officially observed at close range. Its orbit is so freakish that old 60 has been out of the regular space range for 50 years.
And that's where Hartog's ship crashed?
And that's what we're going to find out. Let's get out to the spaceport. We'll blast it. Set our velocity, Happy. Even at this distance, it won't take us long to completely circle the planetoid.
Yes, sir. Sure is small. Not more than 10 miles in diameter. I think I see something in the viewscope, sir. Sort of a dark area on the white surface.
You're right. Increase the sensitivity. More. Hold it.
It's a wrecked ship, Commander. What a crash that must have been. chunks of the hull are scattered all over.
We'll put on our spacesuits and set the ship down. I want to get a close look at that wreckage.
Hey, give me the controls up. I'll take you in for the landing.
Have a look. There's a spaceship on the Planetoid right near the wreck.
The story ship. Terra 5.
How did he know this is where Hartog crashed?
I don't know. But this is a good chance to get rid of him.
You mean blast the ship, leave him stranded here?
Look, they're in spacesuits poking around the wreckage. We'll blast them with a space cannon and land. You blast off in Corey's ship. What for? You don't want anyone to find a trace of Corey's ship on that planetoid. You're out in space, I'll join airlocks with Terra 5, and you come aboard. Then we'll cut Corey's ship loose.
I get it. They'll find Corey's ship, maybe, but they'll never know what happened to Corey.
Right. We'll be able to keep searching Planetoid 60 for the rest of Hartog's treasure. All right. Bring your gun sights.
Look at the wreckage, Happy. The ship just hit head on. Came in an angle right over the pinnacle of the rock. Yes. Is it Hartog's ship, sir? I don't know, but by the fragments of what's left of the instrument, I'd say it was at least 100 years old. Hey, look at this. A rock. A chunk of transport pipe. There's more junk scattered around. There must have been tons of it in the cargo hold. There's somebody shooting at us. It's a spaceship coming in low. Corporal, break it under that overhanging branch. Yes, sir.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. Say, Space Patrollers, how would you like to go along with me into a hidden world? A world your eyes alone cannot see. What am I talking about? How can you do it? Well, I wish I could tell you this very moment. But until the end of today's Space Patrol program, this great, wonderful trip is a deep, dark secret. This much, however, I can tell you. To get into this hidden world, you need a magical scientific instrument, an official piece of Space Patrol equipment. It's a surprise for you from Commander Corey, a new and different surprise you'll really go for. So stand by. Have pencil and paper ready, all set to hear this exciting, wonderful news at the end of today's Space Patrol adventure. And now, back to the treasure of Planetoid 60. Through some tiny fragments of enamel found clinging to the boots of a spacesuit, Commander Corey, with the help of the new Space Patrol microscope and other laboratory equipment, has partly solved the mystery. He has discovered that Captain Hartog, a space explorer of a century before, crashed his spaceship on Planetoid 60. While examining the wreckage, Buzz and Happy were attacked by Rupp and Corbo, who fired blasts at them from their space cruiser. Now the two criminals are hovering above the scene, looking for a trace of Buzz and Happy.
Looks like we got him, Rupp. Not a trace of him.
Yeah, the last blast not only finished him, it buried him.
The rock ledge slapped right on top of him.
Nice, neat job. Nothing to tidy up.
Except to get rid of Corey's ship. Get into a spacesuit, and I'll set our ship down.
Okay. After I blast off in Terra 5, where do I head?
Point it out toward the Pluto orbit. Then I'll join airlocks and bring you back aboard. Before you leave Corey's ship, cut on the automatic emergency signal on the space phone. That'll bring the Space Patrol after the ship. And no one will bother about Planetoid 60.
Happy, can you hear me? Yes, sir. Very faintly. Are you all right? I think so, sir, but I can't move. I'm buried under a pile of rock. So am I, but I think I can work loose. There. My head and shoulders are out now. Like these helmets and suits are built to take a lot of punishment. I'll be free in a few seconds, Happy. Once you're able to move, these rocks aren't heavy. There isn't much gravity on this little planetoid. There. Now, Happy, we're... Oh, I see the top of your helmet. They sure came close with that space cannon. Now, I was sure that last blast was our finish. Evidently, Rupp and Corbo thought it was, too. Here, I'll roll these rocks away from around your helmet so I can grab you under the shoulders. There. Now, here we go. Thanks, Matt. Better turn up the power on your suit transmitter, Happy. I can barely hear you. All right. Is that any better? A little. It's all the way up. And you're pretty faint yourself. That ball of rock must have damaged our transmitters. Hey, Commander, our ship is gone. Rupp and Corbo are smarter than I thought. What do you mean, sir? It won't take the Space Patrol long to find the ship. There won't be anything to make anyone look for us here at Planetoid 60. And with our transmitters damaged, Commander, we're stranded. Yes, until Rupp and Corbo come back. If they do. They probably will. If they didn't intend to, there wouldn't have been any point in taking our ship instead of blasting it right here.
Well, suppose they do come. They'll finish us off if they see us.
We'll take care of that when the time comes.
Man, look, one of the shots that Corvo and Rump fired at us hit the wreckage.
Turned it up worse than it was. Oh, what's this?
What's what, sir?
This transparent plastic case. There's writing inside, a small lump of metal with a chain on it.
It looks like some sort of a bracelet.
It's engraved. Captain Jules Hartog.
What's the writing about, sir?
It's dated January 15th, 2853.
100 years ago.
Hartog wrote this, Happy. Listen. This is written just before what may be my last voyage in space. When we found we were unable to move our ship,
and that a crash was inevitable, we bailed out in our spacesuits. We drifted here 4 hours later. Now, the three of us, Mowbray, Clayton, and myself, are about to blast off on an emergency space raft. Our hope of rescue is slight, but it is better to be out in space, headed for the unknown, than to wait on this planetoid for the inevitable end. We leave behind a treasure. With luck, we shall return to claim it ourselves. You who read this perhaps are here by chance. Forgive us, then, if we selfishly decline to make it easy for you to obtain what we have discovered.
By years of sacrifice and the risk of our lives. And it's signed Captain Jules Hartog.
3 men in a tiny space raft. No wonder they were never found. And all this happened 100 years ago, but I feel like it just happened.
I can understand why they took the space raft rather than stay here.
We're in the same fix, and we haven't got a space raft.
At least Captain Hartog left us with something to do to pass the time.
What's that, sir?
Look for the treasure.
I wonder how long it would take us to search this whole planetoid.
Several days, probably. You know, Happy, I've been wondering why Captain Hartog left this lump of metal here with this letter.
Well, what kind of metal is it, sir?
It looks like platinum. Happy, do you have your Space Patrol microscope where you can get at it?
Yes, sir. It's in the belt pouch of my spacesuit.
Well, let me have it. I want to take a look at these scratches.
Yes, sir. Here it is.
Thanks. You know, from the shape of this platinum lump, it just might be a model of this planetoid.
Oh?
Now, if I can get scratch marks into focus. There. I was right, Happy. Captain Hartog left us a map of Planetoid 60.
What?
There are letters here, letters so small they can't be seen without the microscope. Planetoid 60. There's a cross marked at the base of this tiny lump. Under it is the word cave.
Cave? That must be where the treasure is.
We can pick out the spot where we are now. We ought to be able to locate the cave. See, over there to our left is a sort of knife-edged ridge of rock. To the right, 3 small pinnacles, a sort of triangle. Now, if there's something like that on the metal lump.
You find it, sir?
Yeah. Now, here it is. The cave is about a third of the way around the other side of the planetoid. Let's get going.
Okay, Corbo. Before I left Corey's ship, I turned on the automatic emergency signal on the spacerphone. You can cut the Terra 5 loose now.
All right, Rupp. By the time the Space Patrol picks up the signal and comes to investigate, we'll be thousands of DUs away.
You sure it's safe to go back to Planetoid 60 right away?
Sure. With Corey's ship out near the Pluto orbit, Planetoid 60 would be the last place they'd look for Corey.
Then let's go back and load up all the transplutite we can find.
Must be getting close to the cave, sir. We're on the rim of that saucer-shaped impression that shows on the metal lump.
If I've read the map right, the cave should be right behind that rock.
Matter. It's Hartog's cave.
Yes. Dug back into the bluff. Flash your atomic light in there, Happy.
Yes, sir. Hey, look at that. It's full of boxes. Back clear up to the top of the cave.
See if we can make out the labels.
Transplutite. Transplutite. Ah, most of these on the left side seem to be transplutite, sir.
Millions of credits worth.
Wow.
Catch the light up there on the wall of the cave, Happy.
It's an astrogation chart.
Yes, the solar system. With one orbit marked in red.
There must be a comet orbit, sir. Loops clear outside of Pluto, then comes in fairly close to the sun.
Once every 100 years. Happy, that isn't a comet orbit. It's a planetoid. Look what the chart says. Hartog Planetoid. Did after himself, I guess. That must be it.
Wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed Space Patrol adventure, Buzz and Happy are in their spacesuits at the base of a volcano on the planet Saturn, searching for a missing scientist.
Dr. Ramsey ought to be very close to this spot, Happy. The rough ground is hard to see more than a few yards. The doctor may have fallen into a crevice. Hey, Commander, listen. What's that rumbling? The ground's shaking. It's a volcano. It's going to erupt. We'd better find Dr. Ramsey in a hurry. We're too late, Happy. Get back to the ship. Morning level, be pouring down this mountain in a matter of minutes. Yes, sir. Watch your step, but hurry. Hey, Commander, our ship is gone. We're trapped.
We'll return in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, The Sleeping Demon of Saturn.
Say, what kind of jet jalopy are we riding in, Captain Two-Film? We'll never get to Terra City at this speed.
Well, I know what's the matter. This surface car's just got ordinary fuel in it. Let's drive into this filling station here and fill her up with super fuel. Let's try her now.
Wow, this jet cycle is supercharged now.
Sure thing. It's got super fuel. And Space Patrollers, there's a lesson in this for you. Ordinary fuel for breakfast, you're just a putt-putt. Super fuel for breakfast, you're supercharged. My advice is eat the super fuel Buzz Corey has in the morning. I mean wheat checks and rice checks, the super cereals that help to supercharge you. Real swell tasting, and they both have that modern bite-sized design for easy eating. So, gang, don't be a putt-putt. Eat the delicious super cereals that help to supercharge you. Rice checks, wheat checks. And remember, inside of every package, there's a mysterious magic space picture. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure. Commander Corey and Cadet Happy are in the commander's flagship, the Terra 5, approaching the planet Mercury, where a few hours before, a minor quake shook a small section of that innermost planet. There were no casualties and no damage to property. Yet, within the hour, every planetary capital, every scientific laboratory was buzzing with excitement. Furthermore, it caused Commander Corey to make a special trip to Mercury. Why all this interest in a harmless quake? Because it was predicted 8 years before, almost to the minute. Intently now, Happy scans the viewscope screen as the cracked and fissured surface of Mercury spins below.
We're getting close to the scene of the quake, Commander.
I'm afraid it won't look any different than the rest of this part of Mercury, Happy.
Well, I suppose not, sir. But I'd like to be able to say that I was one of the first to see the location of the first scheduled quake. Yeah. Didn't the Space Patrol newscast say that the doctor pinpointed the exact location and named the time 8 years ago?
Dr. Ramsey's predictions may have been just a coincidence. That's why I sent Tongo on ahead to Mercury City to contact him personally.
Well, predicting quakes isn't exactly new, is it, sir? I mean, in a general sort of way?
Up to now, it's been very general. Scientists have spread the predictions over areas of hundreds of square miles and allowed themselves several years leeway.
Assistant Security Chief Tonga, calling Commander Corey aboard Terra 5. Tonga, calling Commander Corey.
Corey here, go ahead.
I've contacted Dr. Ramsey, Commander. He's in Mercury City.
Good. Did you talk to him about this Mercury quake?
Yes. He says the news reports are basically true. He did predict the exact time and location of this quake 8 years ago.
Well, tell him I'll see him as soon as I reach Mercury City. That'll be in about 30 minutes. Corey out.
Commander, look. There's something down there in that clearing.
What's it look like?
A wrecked spaceship.
A wrecked spaceship?
Yes, sir.
I'll set the ship down. You get our spacesuits out of the locker.
All right, Hap, into the ship. Yes, sir. Be careful you don't puncture your spacesuit on that jagged metal. Yes, sir. Commander, there's a man in here, collapsed over the instrument panel.
Now, let's take a look at him.
At least he's in a spacesuit.
He's still alive. Quickly, Happy, let's get him to our ship. He needs oxygen.
Just checked with Mercury City Space Control, sir. They're clearing Space Lock 3 for us.
Good, Hap.
How's the passenger, sir?
Oh, he'll be all right. He's resting back aft. It was close. If we'd been a few minutes later, he'd have been finished.
What made him crash?
Defective rocket equalizers. Lucky he wasn't killed. He told me he bought the ship at a bargain.
Some bargain?
Yeah. From nose to stern, that ship was fitted with obsolete equipment. Cheap metals covered with Endurium plating. He tells me he bought it from a man named Fran Gresham.
Fran Gresham? Name sounds familiar.
He was working a petty swindle game on Mars a few months ago. Our agents broke it up, but they couldn't get anything on Gresham. And there's nothing petty about selling defective spaceships. That's potential murder. And this time we're really going after it.
Well, Gresham, did you close the deal?
Our client insisted on inspecting the ship. The only thing we found in working order was a danger sign in the atomic power compartment.
That's the third sale you've muffed this last week, Gresham. It's costing me quite a bit of money to keep up a front here in Mercury City. What we need to do is create a demand for small spaceships. Something that'll make people want a ship and not be too particular about the condition it's in. Or the price.
That's a large order, Shrike.
I know. If we could start a fake uranium rush, say to one of the moons of Jupiter or Saturn, or some kind of panic. Panic. That's it. Get people frightened and then offer them a means of escape.
How are we going to get them frightened? And of what?
Did you hear about this scientist who predicted a quake here on Mercury?
I heard something about it. I didn't pay much attention.
His name is Ramsey. 8 years ago, he predicted a quake in a certain part of Mercury and called it almost to the minute. The quake hit yesterday.
So what?
Suppose we pay him some money and get him to predict what city is going to be hit with a quake within the next few weeks. We can sell those ships in a few hours.
Suppose there isn't going to be a quake near a city.
There won't have to be one. The very fact that this guy Ramsey is making a test near a city will make people worried. Then we'll start a few rumors.
Mike, I think you've got something.
I'll call on this Doc Ramsey. And I think I know just the city that's ideal.
I'm all ready, sir. There's a service car in front of headquarters waiting to take us to Dr. Ramsey's apartment.
Oh, we'll wait here a few minutes, Happy. I'm expecting a report from Tonga and this man, Gresham.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, how's the man we rescued from the wrecked ship?
Oh, he'll be all right. But he's in bad shape financially. No company would insure that ship of his because he didn't have a Space Patrol inspection certificate.
So the poor guy has to stand the loss himself.
Mm-hmm. It's an expensive lesson for him.
Commander.
Oh, yes, Tonga.
I haven't been able to find out much about this Fran Gresham, but I've learned one thing. He's here in Mercury City, or at least he was within the last few days.
Where can we locate him?
I don't know. But he's been seen with a man named Rupert Shrike.
Oh, probably he's planning to sell Shrike one of his broken-down ships.
No, Happy. Apparently, Shrike is backing Gresham, helping him to put up a front to impress clients.
Tonga, assign 2 of our agents to tail Shrike. Find out how he contacts Gresham, and we can get a line on them.
All right, Commander.
Okay, Happy. Let's get over to Dr.
Mr. Stark, I find your offer very attractive.
Well, then you'll accept, Doctor?
Well, I'd like a little time to think it over. You see, I hardly expected to be called on to predict quakes for private persons. Tell me, Mr. Shrike, what region are you interested in?
Kepler City on Saturn. I have some property there.
You don't need to worry, Mr. Shrike. Kepler City is safe probably for centuries to come.
Well, then you've already tested it?
Yes, years ago. But you can rely on the assurances of other quake experts.
But Kepler City is fairly near a volcano, Doctor.
I know. The sleeping demon. That volcano is all but inactive. Sends up a little smoke occasionally. Even if it did erupt, which is unlikely, the city is in no danger.
But suppose a quake shifted the strata under the cone. Wouldn't that cause a violent eruption?
It would take a fairly violent quake to do that. And that's most improbable.
Make a test anyway. I'll raise my offer to 2,000 credits.
No, Mr. Shrike, thank you. Any further test would be a waste of time.
Look here, Ramsey. I came here with a legitimate offer. Don't pull this high-toned devotion to science business on me.
I'm not interested, Mr. Strike. Now, will you excuse me?
You listen to me, Ramsey. I can make you mighty anxious to make that test if you don't listen to reason.
Is that a threat?
Take it as a threat if you want to. I've made up my mind. You're going to make that test. If I have to use force. Get rid of him. I'm not leaving here till I get what I want.
Very well. Dr. Ramsey? Yes, Commander. Come in, Ramsey. Thanks. Come on. Yes, Commander, this gentleman is Mr. Strike. How do you do, Mr. Strike?
Nice to meet you, Commander.
Mr. Strike feels he has urgent business with me.
We can discuss it later.
On the contrary, I'll discuss it right now. Commander, I think this is something you should know. I never saw this man until a few minutes ago. Yet he comes into my apartment and threatens to force
That's
me.
enough of that, Ramsey.
Let him talk, Shrike. You'll have your turn later.
Yeah, well, it's my turn right now.
Put away that ray gun.
Look out, Commander. Give me that gun.
Get back to that.
Oh.
You realize what you've done.
Yeah? I shot the commander-in-chief of the Space Patrol and this cadet. That ought to convince you I mean business. Now, come on, Ramsey. Let's go.
Where are you taking me?
To Saturn. We're going to predict the destruction of Kepler City.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. Say, gang, how are you at imitation? Well, this is Captain Dick Tufeld speaking, and here's my idea of how a cosmic surface car sounds with just ordinary fuel in its tank. But. Well, now here's that same car with super fuel in its tank. But. Yes, sir. That cosmic surface car is really roaring now because it's supercharged with super fuel. And the same is true with you, gang. What happens to you when you have ordinary fuel for breakfast? Well, you move like this. But. That's right. You're just a putt-putt. But when you fill up your tank with super fuel, man, you're supercharged. So eat a power breakfast with Rice Chex or Wheat Chex and get supercharged. Flavor galore in every bite-sized biscuit. Rice Chex, Wheat Chex. And inside of every package, you get a mysterious magic space picture. And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure, The Sleeping Demon of Saturn. Dr. Ramsey has perfected the method of predicting quakes. Two criminals, Shrike and Gresham, plan to force the doctor to predict a quake and eruption of a volcano near Kepler City on the planet Saturn. This, they figure, will create a near panic in the city, thus enabling them to dispose of defective spaceships at an enormous profit for people anxious to leave the danger area. When Dr. Ramsey attempted to tell the commander of Shrike's threat, Shrike whipped out a ray gun, rendered Buzz and Happy unconscious, then forced the quake expert to accompany him to Saturn. Now, an hour later, the two space patrolmen are regaining consciousness in the doctor's apartment in Mercury City.
I almost had him, Commander, but he turned the gun on me.
Well, he must have been out for about an hour. Shrike could be off Mercury by now.
Where's Dr. Ramsey?
Shrike probably took him along.
Well, what kind of business would he have with Dr. Ramsey?
Whatever it was crooked. The minute Dr. Ramsey started to tell us, Shrike pulled a gun. Let's get to Mercury City headquarters and send out an alarm. Where are we now, Shrike?
We just crossed the Mars orbit. How's the doc?
I put something in his coffee to put him to sleep. That'll hold him till we reach Saturn.
Good. We'll keep Ramsey pretty well under cover. But we'll be around with our quake detecting equipment, setting it up in the region of the volcano. We'll be seen by spaceships and atmosphere cruisers, lugging heavy equipment up and down the slope of the sleeping demon. Every 3 or 4 days, we'll come back to Kepler City looking very grim and worried.
Well, like we found out bad news, huh?
Exactly. And we'll drop a few hints, just enough to get people worried.
Like the volcano is going to erupt?
Yes. The wise boys will figure the authorities aren't letting the people know what's going on. So everybody will try to outwit everybody else, save his own skin.
How long is it going to take?
It'll have to work in about 3 days. So we can have our men sell the ships and then clear out. By the time the Space Patrol gets wind of it, we'll be... Happy, are all those agents' reports in?
All except Jupiter and Neptune, sir. All negative. No word on Shrike, Gresham, or Dr. Ramsey.
It's been 3 days now. Shrike may dispose of the doctor just to keep him from talking.
Oh, sir, there's a message for you here to call Jupiter City headquarters.
Is it from Tonga?
I don't know, sir. It just said Station 22.
Shrike is supposed to operate out of Jupiter City. Maybe Tonga's found out something. Commander Corey at Mercury City headquarters calling Jupiter City Space Patrol headquarters, Station 23. Commander Corey calling Station 23, Jupiter City headquarters.
Jupiter City headquarters, Station 23. Tonga here.
Have you located Shrike?
No, Commander. We can almost be certain that neither he nor Gresham came to Jupiter City after they blasted up the Mercury.
And you probably haven't anything on Dr. Ramsey either.
No, that's a rather ridiculous rumor.
What kind of rumor, Tonga?
Heard it from an engineer who just got in from Kepler City on Saturn. He repeated it only because he thought it was a joke. Some people in Kepler City think Dr. Ramsey is making quake tests around the sleeping demon.
The inactive volcano near the city?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't make much sense. If Dr. Ramsey were there, he'd let the authorities know he was all right.
The engineer says he's talked to 2 intelligent men in Kepler City who are convinced that the sleeping demon is going to erupt.
Well, that's impossible. It's a dangerous rumor if it catches hold. I'm glad you told me about this, Tonga. I want you to contact Professor Hammond at the Jupiter University.
Professor Hammond?
Yes. He's also an expert on quakes. Tell him to go to Kepler City. Explain the situation to him. And tell him that we want a public assurance from him that the city isn't in danger.
All right, Commander.
And Tonga, when you reach Kepler City, check on the source of those rumors. Corey out. Professor Hammond may be able to make people disregard the rumor, but I'd like to find out what's behind it. You and I'll pay a surprise visit to
Right, we better get out of here quick.
What's the matter, Gresham?
Just found out that Corey's assistant security chief is here in Kepler City.
What about it? That doesn't mean she's looking for us.
No, but she showed up with another expert on quakes, Professor Hammond from Jupiter University. Just released a statement that the public has nothing to fear. The volcano won't erupt. No quakes are possible in this region.
Good. That's wonderful.
What's so wonderful about it? She's going to buy our spaceships after they hear what Hammond says.
Who's going to listen to Hammond when the sleeping demon starts spouting molten lava?
What are you talking about? The volcano isn't going to erupt.
It will. With a boost from a cosmic bomb dropped into the crater. Huh? We'll put a time fuse on it, so it'll blow up in about 12 hours. Of course, it won't be enough of an eruption to harm the city, but it'll panic the population. Then we'll do plenty of business.
Make Hammond look silly.
Not only that, but nobody will believe anything the local authorities say after that. It'll be every man for himself.
What about Ramsey?
They'll put him in a spacesuit and leave him near the top of the crater. The volcano will erupt before he gets down. And Dr. Ramsey will never be seen again.
Well, let's work fast. I want to get out of this place.
There's the sleeping demon in the viewscope, Happy.
Wow, that's some crater.
Impressive, but perfectly harmless. Kepler City is 10 miles east of the volcanic peak, just from the outer side.
And that's the Dardana River that flows past the base of the peak.
Right. When we get closer, you can see how the water has worn away the lava on the edge of the riverbank. That shows that the last eruption of the sleeping demon was thousands and thousands of years ago.
Assistant Security Chief Tonga calling Commander Corey aboard Terra 5. Tonga calling Commander Corey.
Corey here, go ahead.
Commander, you were right about those rumors. There's more to them than I thought.
What did you find out, Tonga?
2 men who have been making quake tests near the volcano fit the descriptions of Shrike and Gresham. The third may be Dr. Ramsey.
Where are they now?
They blasted up from Kepler City Spaceport several hours ago. So far, they haven't come back yet.
Have you found out where they're staying in the city?
Yes, I have. It's at 147 North Polaris.
Well, watch it, Tonga. If they show up, notify headquarters.
Yes, Commander. There's one thing more. An atmosphere ship reported seeing a man in a spacesuit on the south slope of the volcano. Seemed to be under stress. Kept waving.
All right, Tonga. We'll check the slope before entering the atmosphere shell. Corey out. South slope. That's the side toward the river. Cut our velocity, Happy. We'll see if we can find them.
I don't see anyone, sir. The lava's so jagged and covered with mounds and gullies.
If our man is in the shadow, we'll never see him.
And if it's Shrike or Gresham, he doesn't want us to.
Now, wait. Something moved down there, near the bottom of the slope.
I see it, sir. It's a man in a spacesuit, and he's waving.
Get our spacesuits out of the locker, Happy. We'll land on that level space near the river and go after him.
Looks right. We've dropped the bomb in the crater and left Ramsey down on the slope. Now let's get back to the city.
Don't be stupid, Gresham. We'll show up an hour after the volcano erupts with a story of how we tried to rescue our companion. But the lava got to him before we did.
Who's going to bother listening to us then? We'll be running around trying to leave the city.
Sure, but at least we'll have an alibi in case we need it. Uh-oh. Look down there at the base of the slope.
Spaceship?
Yes, and it's Corey's.
You must have spotted Ramsey. Let's get out of here, quick.
Wait till we're sure they're out of sight of their ship, and we'll set down near it. I'll blast off in Terra 5 and meet you in Turquoise Canyon north of here. The sleeping demon will be spouting lava in about 15 minutes. If Corey's ship is gone, we'll get him.
I've lost sight of him, sir. Head as straight up the slope as you can, Happy. For a minute, I got a good look at him. His white spacesuit really stood out against that black lava. It's Dr. Ramsey, all right. Oh. Hey, the gray rock, it slid right out from under me. Better stay clear of them, Hap. They're extremely light. If you just touch them, they're likely to roll. And it looked like it weighed a half a ton. That slab you stepped on is clear down the slope by the river now. It's likely to happen to us if we don't watch our step. Yeah, I wonder what became of Dr. Ramsey. He may have fallen into a crevice. Commander, listen. What's that rumble? The ground's shaking. It's a volcano. It's going to erupt. We better find Dr. Ramsey in a hurry. We're too late. Get back to the ship. Boiling lava will be pouring down this mountain in a matter of minutes. I'll go up a few yards farther. You head for the ship. Hurry. Yes, sir, but can't I go on and watch your step? Commander, our ship's gone. There's our ship. Drifting toward the north. We're trapped. Happy, look. There's Dr. Ramsey. Come on, let's get him. With a little luck, we might be able to keep out of the way of the lava. Dr. Ramsey. Come on. We've got the bomb in the crater. Listen, he's been hurt, Happy. We'll have to help him. Commander, the lava's pouring down the side. Watch out for those rocks. Come on. Get to the bottom quickly. Commander, what are we going to do? The lava's almost on top of us. Into the river. That wouldn't do us much good. The lava would just come in after us. Right. Look, on each side of us there's a stream of lava pouring into the river. Yeah, and in a few minutes we'll be buried. Oh, wait a minute. Look out there in the river. See those gray rocks? The rockets, they're floating. Rocks floating on water. There's some big flat ones near the edge. Each one of you get to one. We'll use them as rafts. Float down the river to Kepler City.
Beck, I don't like the idea of coming back to Kepler City.
We've got to destroy all evidence that we were here, then we can blast off. Besides, the whole town's excited over that volcano. They won't notice us.
Let's get inside, finish up what we have to do. I want to get away from here.
Don't be in such a rush. We'd better stick around and keep track of our salesmen. We don't want to be double-crossed on those spaceship sales. There we are. Well. Gresham, we have company.
Huh?
Grab her, Gresham.
There we are, both of you.
I've got it, Greg.
Let's go.
Hold her, Gresham. Now, this changes my plans. We'll have to finish her right here. Then we'll blast off.
Hurry up, then. There may be other space patrol agents around. That's all right.
Corey, get your ray gun, Gresham.
Not this time you don't. I'll get tried, sir.
All right, Happy. Pick up their weapons.
Yes, sir.
Are you all right, Tonga?
Yes, Commander. And I've got the names of the rest of the gang.
On your feet, Strike. How'd you get away from that volcano? It was simple. We just floated down the river on a rock. Let's go. You floated down... You don't expect me to believe that?
This Saturn is a very strange planet, Strike. If it's got an extinct volcano that erupts, well, it surely can have rocks that float. You heard the commander. Come on, let's go.
An exciting preview of next week's adventure in just a moment. It's a dark night, pitch black. The night you first see the purple comet. At first, it's just a blur. Then you see it clearly. A fiery comet flying through the dark. It's hard to believe, and yet you can see it. A huge ball of purple fire. You know what you've been looking at? an atomic particle on a 2-inch slide, and you've been seeing it through a microscope, the Space Patrol microscope. Buzz Corey sent it to you, and boy, are you glad. This amazing microscope magnifies objects 15 times their natural size. And with it, you also got that terrific slide containing the atomic particle. Yes, sir, Space Patrollers, that's the kind of fun you'll have when you send for your official Space Patrol microscope. And you not only get the mystery slide with the atomic particle on it, you get more slides, 4 more, all crystal clear. Slides you place tiny objects on. And when you do that and place them under your microscope, wow, you see objects 15 times their natural size. You see details that leave you blinking in surprise. Insects look like men from Mars. A human hair reminds you of a giant python snake. Why, you actually see the living creatures in a drop of water. What a microscope! What power! What magic! And just think, it's pocket size. You can take it with you everywhere, just 5 inches high. Yet it magnifies objects 15 times. And built, man, oh man, solid plastic body, solid plastic lens tube, solid glass lens optically ground, scientific guide chart, and foolproof markings for accuracy built right on a microscope examination platform. And the lens tube can be used all by itself to examine objects like the bark on trees, rust on tin cans, the webs of spiders. But don't wait. Send for this thrilling Space Patrol microscope kit today. Just buy a box of rice checks or wheat checks. Then with your name and address, send 25 cents in coin and a rice checks or wheat checks box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. This offer good only in the USA and may be withdrawn at any time. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are aboard the deluxe passenger spaceship, the Supernova, headed for the planet Saturn. As they enter a private compartment in search of a criminal, the occupant of the compartment pulls a ray gun on them.
Just keep moving down the corridor, Commander. You too, Cadet.
Going to a lot of trouble. You must be counting on taking quite a lot of money from Grayson.
Think what you like. All right, hold it. This is where we part company. Just open this little metal door. Now, crawl in there, both of you.
You can't put us in there. It's the ship's rubbish disposal chute.
I know what it is. Get in.
Well, before we reach Saturn, that chute will be emptied. Into space.
Yes, Commander. A blast of compressed air will sweep you out of the ship. And no one will know where you've gone.
Be sure to join us next week for the thrilling story, Trouble Aboard the Supernova, when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Wilson again present Space Patrol! Special bulletin for boys and girls in Altoona and Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and Albany, New York. Buzz Corey's own space battle cruiser, the Ralston Rocket, will be in your area next week. Don't miss it. The Ralston Rocket. Gang, here's how you can make your own Space Patrol helmet. All you need are things like cardboard and paper clips. Read all about it in the August issue of Woman's Day magazine. Tells you how to make an official Space Patrol guard helmet and desert crash helmet. Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Mike Devery. Other players were Nina Berra, Norman Jolly, Ken Mayer, and Stephen Robertson. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Wilson again present Space Patrol! Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol program on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network. Wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol.
In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy are aboard the deluxe passenger spaceship, the Supernova, headed for the planet Saturn. As they enter a private compartment in search of a criminal, an occupant of the compartment pulls a ray gun on them.
Just keep moving down the corridor, Commander.
We're going to a lot of trouble. You must be counting on taking quite a lot of money from Grayson.
Think what you like. All right, hold it. This is where we part company. I just opened this little metal door. Now, crawl in there, both of you.
You can't put us in there. That's the ship's rubbish disposal chute.
I know what it is. Get in.
But before we reach Saturn, that chute will be emptied into space.
Of course. A blast of compressed air will sweep you out of the ship, and no one will know you're gone.
We'll return in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, Trouble Aboard the Supernova.
Say, do you hear that, Space Patrollers? That's a flavor tester, an instrument for finding out how good breakfast cereals are. I'm standing in a grocery store right now, so let's run the flavor tester along this cereal shelf. Well, there's no flavor in these cereals. I'm not getting a peek from our flavor tester. Uh-oh, it's starting now. Hey, the flavor tester's going wild, and here's the cereal that's doing it. Rice Chex, the super cereal that helps to supercharge you. Yeah, better turn this flavor tester off before it jumps out of my hand. Yes, sir, gang, for wonderful flavor, wonderful Rice Chex. Crisp, golden, bite-sized biscuits you'll love. Try some today. Delicious Rice Chex. And remember, inside the package, there's a magic space picture. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, Trouble Aboard the Supernova. One of the most important industrial concerns in the United Planets is solar technic. Its research staff has been responsible for hundreds of discoveries in many fields of industry, and their achievements have increased the comfort and security of people on all the planets. Solar Technic is noted for its generosity in making its processes available not only to the government, but to other companies as well. Our story opens in the office of Clark Ruckler, the assistant coordinator of Solar Technic on the man-made planet Terra. Ruckler is talking to one of his young field men, Mark Grayson.
I can't impress this on you too strongly, Grayson. These documents are to be delivered to the supervisor of our Saturn plant and to no one else. Is that clear?
Yes, Mr. Wood.
Actually, my chief wanted me to deliver this microfilm strip myself, but for the time being, I can't leave Terra, so I'm turning the assignment over to you.
Well, I'm very grateful for the opportunity, Mr. Ruckler.
Frankly, I had to do a lot of talking to convince the chief that you could be trusted.
I appreciate that very much. I know my record wasn't too good before coming here to Solar Technic, but in the past 3 years...
I have your record here, and keep it clean. Now, here's the procedure. We'll blast off for Saturn tomorrow evening in 1800 hours aboard the Supernova. The strip of microfilm will be concealed in a special ring which the chief will give you tomorrow. That ring can be removed from your finger only by turning the setting in a certain way.
Well, like a combination lock.
Yes, but don't fool with it. The Saturn supervisor will remove it when you report to him. The information's extremely vital to Solar Technic, so don't tell anyone. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Ruckler.
All right, Walbot, come in. Did you get a look at Grayson?
Yeah. Through the crack of the door. I can handle him all right.
If you do what I tell you, rough stuff won't be necessary. But carry a ray gun just in case.
Sure. He'll be in compartment 23, huh?
Mm-hmm. Don't get acquainted with him too quickly. Somewhere between the Earth and Mars orbit will be soon enough. He's crazy about chess. Suggest a game in your compartment or his.
Then I slip something in his coffee to put him to sleep and take the ring.
Right. Here's the duplicate. Put it on his finger. Then your part is over except for meeting me on Saturn.
What's going to keep Grayson from suspecting me? And the Saturn supervisor finds there's no microfilm in the ring.
A couple of muscle men will grab him before he gets to the Saturn plant. They'll rough him up and take the ring. Grayson will think they're the thieves.
Do you think you can peddle the microfilm without getting cut?
I've got that end all covered. Grayson will have to take the rap. With that past record of his, the chief will figure he faked the robbery.
But you recommended Grayson to carry the microfilm.
Yes. So I'll regretfully submit my resignation for having made such a costly mistake to the company. I'll resign from Solar Technic.
Yeah, and live like a king on what we get for the microfilm.
What it is for a chance like this. And with your help, Walbert, it'll pay off without it.
Wow, a trip to Pluto on the supernova. This isn't a mission, sir. It's a vacation.
I want it to look like a vacation, Happy. That's why we're in civilian clothes. But we'll have plenty of work to do when we reach Pluto. Uh-oh.
What is it, sir?
I just recognized one of the passengers. He's on the other side of the crowd. I don't want him to see us.
Who is it?
I can't recall his name right now, but he used to do a lot of space traveling on passenger trips a few years ago. With the result that a lot of the passengers found the trip more expensive than they'd planned.
You mean he's a thief?
Not that we could prove it. He'd get people into a friendly game of cards or chess, and they'd have a surprising run of luck. Grayson. That's it, Mark. Grayson. He hasn't been in trouble lately, so he may have gone straight, but it won't hurt to keep an eye on him. If you see him getting too chummy with any of the passengers.
The gate's opening, sir.
When we get aboard, we'll go right to our compartment. It's number 22.
I didn't mean to be gone so long, Commander. I lost track of the time.
Oh, that's all right, Happy. I won't need you for a few minutes, then. I'm just finishing a check of the Pluto Base Command report.
Know where we are now?
I'd say we're about 50,000 DUs outside the Earth's orbit.
Good guess, sir. 45,000. I've been watching the big chart in the Astro Lounge. It shows the progress of the ship.
Is our friend Grayson in there?
Well, he came in just as I was leaving. Want me to check on him, Commander?
Wait a while, Happy. In half an hour or so, you might go into the lounge. It'd be rather embarrassing if someone was swindled with a Space Patrol Commander-in-Chief aboard.
I see what you mean.
We don't seem to be making much time.
How's that?
Well, I was just noticing the astro chart. The ship doesn't seem to be moving.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of space out here.
Yes, yes, indeed. A great deal of space, I'd say. Your first trip on the supernova?
Well, my first in a long time.
Oh, we seem to be the only passengers out.
I hadn't noticed.
Well, for some reason, I can never sleep when I'm traveling. It's strange when you consider I do a lot of it. I average about 2 trips a week. Warbot's the name. Sirens Warbot. I'm with the Transograph people.
Transograph?
Yeah, you probably never heard of it. We make special code machines for firms conducting interplanetary business.
That's a very interesting work.
It is. By the way, I didn't catch the name.
Oh, Grayson. Mark Grayson.
Oh, glad to know you, Grayson. It's nice to have an intelligent man to talk to. That is, if you don't mind talking.
No. No, not at all.
You know, I like you, Grayson. Looks like this isn't going to be such a dull trip after all. Maybe I would even miss my game of three-dimensional chess.
Three-dimensional chess?
Yeah. I don't suppose you play it.
Well, I used to. Once in a
Well,
while.
now, isn't this a coincidence? But it is rather late, and you're probably tired.
Oh, no. No, not at all.
Well, if you like, we could have the steward bring in a projector board, and maybe we could go to my compartment.
We could play a game right here in the lounge.
All right. I see we got company. That young fellow who just came in.
Oh, well, he won't bother us.
Well, maybe not, but I hate to be in the middle of the play and have him come out and start asking stupid questions. You know how these youngsters are, full of curiosity.
Well, we could play in my compartment.
Oh, fine. I'll have the steward bring out some nice hot coffee and a projector. Commander, it looks like Grayson is up to his old tricks.
That's so?
Yes, sir. He and this older man are in Grayson's compartment across the corridor. And the steward brought in a three-dimensional chess set.
3D chess isn't such a popular game. It's rather odd that Grayson should just happen to find such a congenial partner right off the bat. He may have had his man marked for some time. Still, we haven't any grounds to interfere.
Well, maybe we could just happen in by mistake. You know, the wrong compartment.
I'll keep that idea in mind.
It's your move, Grayson. Grayson, I played. Grayson?
Oh, good. He's asleep now. Now to get the ring off of his finger before...
Gentlemen, I'm afraid you have the wrong compartment.
I don't think so. Isn't that three-dimensional chess you're playing?
Yeah, that's right. My companions seem to have dozed off.
I see. He must trust you to be so relaxed. An old friend, no doubt.
No, I just met him. But I don't see what business it is of yours.
Well, no offense. I'd like to ask a question. Who was winning?
Well, for someone who blundered into the wrong compartment, you got a lot of nerve.
It wasn't a blunder. Take a look at this.
Place the probe back.
Now, for your own good, tell me. Was he winning?
Yes, he was.
Very much?
Oh, quite a bit. Why?
This man used to make quite a good living playing chess with strangers. Apparently he still does.
You mean he... Oh, no. He went to sleep if he's dishonest. Wouldn't he stay awake?
I doubt that he's as sleepy as he pretends. He figures you're an honest man who will quietly go away and leave his winnings on the table. Happy.
Yes, sir?
Close the door. We'll wake Mr. Grayson.
Yes.
Come on, Grayson, wake up. I want to ask you a few questions. Come on, Grayson, wake up.
You're wasting your time, gentlemen. Get your hands up and turn around. Commander.
What'll do as he says, Happy. He has a ray gun. So you knew who Grayson was and outsmarted him.
That's right. I outsmarted Grayson. Now keep your hands up, both of you. I'll see if anyone is out in the corridor. All right. It's all clear. Come on. Now, no tricks, either of you. Just go down the corridor. All right. Hold it. This is where we part company, gentlemen. I'll just open this little metal door. Now, crawl in there.
You can't put us in there. It's a refuse disposal chute.
I know what it is. Climb in.
Before we reach Saturn, that chute will be emptied into space.
Of course. A blast of compressed air will sweep you out of the ship, and no one will know you're gone. And just to make sure... Commander! You do, cadet. Wait. Look. And now I have to lift you into the chute. There, Commander. Now to cadet. There. There, Space Patrolman. You'll be the first passengers to leave the supernova by way of the rubbish chute.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment.
Here's the secret Buzz Corey wants you to know about. The secret of how space patrollers get a rip-roaring start in the morning. Here's what they do. They eat a breakfast that supercharges them. A power breakfast with rice Chex or wheat Chex. Chex, the super cereal with that modern bite-sized design. The cereals with a swell new taste that you'll like right off the reel. Well, gang, now you know how space patrollers get that rip-roaring morning start. So get a flying start yourself every morning. Sit down to a nourishing breakfast with rice Chex or wheat Chex, the super cereals that help to supercharge you. And remember, you get a magic space picture inside every package.
And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure, Trouble Aboard the Supernova. Buzz and Happy boarded the luxury spaceship, the Supernova, on a mission to Pluto. The commander noticed that among the passengers was Mark Grayson, formerly a petty crook, but now employed by the highly reputable Solar Technic firm. Grayson's superior, Clark Ruckler, has engineered events so that Grayson will be held responsible for the theft of valuable microfilm documents, which Grayson carries in a special ring on his finger. Ruckler's partner, Walbot, was about to remove the ring from Grayson's finger when Buzz and Happy entered Grayson's compartment on the spaceship. Pretending to be a victim of Grayson's supposed dishonesty, Walbot suddenly pulled a ray gun, and after rendering Buzz and Happy unconscious, pushed them into the refuse disposal chute of the big spaceship. Before the ship reaches Saturn, the contents of the chute will be blasted out into space. Now recovering from the effects of the ray gun, Buzz and Happy find themselves in the narrow confines of a small, pitch-black room.
The opening must be right here, so I can feel a thin groove where the door fits. Let's try to force it open. We've got to get out of here before they enter the chute. It's no use. Maybe somebody will hear us pounding and open the door. It's probably soundproof, Happy. Anyway, nobody will be out in the corridor at this time. But wait a minute.
If that fellow that put us in here didn't search us, he left our miniatures. I don't have mine, sir. It's back in the compartment. I've got mine. Well, we can contact the captain of the ship and get out of here in 2 minutes. Then we can find the guy that put us in here and really give him a going over.
Now, hold on, Happy. There's more to this than the crooked chess game.
Huh?
He could just as easily have been locked up in a closet to give our man a chance to escape when he landed on Saturn. But this fellow was willing to get rid of us permanently.
Yeah, that's what makes me so mad.
When we get out of here, I don't want to know we've escaped. That'll give us a chance to find out what he really was doing in Grayson's compartment.
Maybe he's going to put Grayson in here, too.
Maybe. Let's see how quickly we can get out of here. Commander Corey calling Captain Ferris of the Supernova. Commander Corey calling Captain Ferris of the Supernova.
Captain Ferris, go ahead, Smith.
You know I'm aboard, I suppose.
Yeah, I noticed the NSA asked your name on the passenger, so I followed through. No special attention.
I know, but I'm afraid I'm going to need a little special attention.
Anything you say, Commander?
Send the regular steward to the refuse disposal opening in passenger corridor A immediately. I'm in the chute.
I'll come myself.
Now, wait, Captain. Just send the steward. I don't want any excitement aboard the ship.
Very well, Commander. As you wish.
Now, Captain, one thing.
Yeah.
Pass the word along not to open the chute until Cadet Happy and I are out of it.
Your move, Grayson.
Huh? What did you say?
I said it's your move.
Oh, excuse me, Will, but did I doze off?
Oh, you hardly had time, I assure you. And if you had been asleep, I'd have taken the opportunity to take advantage of you.
What? Oh, what's in there? Oh. Here. How do you like that? Check and mate.
One again. And I thought I had you. You're a wizard at 3D chess racing. I've never seen anything like it.
Just luck, I guess.
I wish I had that kind of luck. Well, we're both getting sleepy. I better turn in. We'll be on Saturn in about 3 hours. And thanks for the game. Honestly, I enjoyed losing.
Well, the game did me a lot of good. It left me with a lot of tension. There was nothing like a nice, quiet game.
The luggage is all packed, Commander. We're fine, Happy. We'll be landing in Saturn in 20 minutes. We'll wait till everybody else is off the ship before we leave our compartment.
What about Grayson?
I'd check on him to the captain. He's working for Solar Technic. One of the special guards is meeting him when the ship lands. The captain showed me the spaceogram. 15 minutes till we land. If we get to Saturn headquarters, we'll space it from Pluto Base Command. That will be a few hours late.
Station 15, Cadet Happy here. No, Commander Corey isn't here. I think he's somewhere around Saturn headquarters, maybe. Yes, sir, I'll tell him. Oh, Commander, Major Harper called. He said Colonel Redding has been trying to reach him.
I just talked to him. He still has a detail watching Walbert. Walbert hasn't left the Saturn Space Hotel he could check in.
Oh, yes, sir, but did you know that Grayson never arrived at the Saturn plant of Solar Technic?
Yes, I saw the report from the supervisor.
Well, what do you suppose happened to him? The uniformed guard from Solar Technic met Grayson at the spaceport.
No, I'll get it home. Station 15, Commander Corey here. Who? All right, send him in. Happy? You have a visitor.
Who, sir?
Under the circumstances, the last person you'd expect to walk into Saturn Space Patrol headquarters.
Who do you mean, sir? Grayson. Commander Corey?
Yes, Grayson. Sit down. Happy, put on the recorder.
Yes, sir.
Grayson, you were due at Solar Technic plant 3 hours ago. Where have you been?
I've been robbed.
What about the guard who met you at the Supernova?
He was one of the robbers.
What was stolen from him?
The microphone. He was in a ring. He filed the ring off my finger. Here, look. You can see where they cut my finger there.
Now, wait a minute. The guard robbed you?
Yes. He and another man. A man in a red plastic mask. The guard and I were in a surface car driving down Avenue J when...
Now, hold it, Grayson. How does the man in the red plastic mask fit in?
He stepped out and hailed the surface car. The guard stopped. They drove me to Saturn City Park. Then the guard held me, while the other man, the man in the red mask, filed off the ring. Then they drove me around a while and turned me loose. Look, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth, honestly, Commander.
Happy, what do you think of this thing?
Well, it seems to me that if the third man was in cahoots with the guard, he wouldn't have needed a mask. At least he wouldn't have worn one on the street. But that's what happened. Don't you believe me?
Look, if I were lying, why wouldn't I make up a more plausible story?
That's right. Possibly the fake god and the masked man did take the ring after all.
I swear they did.
Okay. Who's Walbot?
A fellow I met on the supernova. We played 3D chess in my compartment. Yeah.
Anything unusual happened during the game?
Only that I won, and I hadn't played in 3 years.
Were there any interruptions? Did you fall asleep, for example?
No. And now that you mention it, I thought I got groggy for a minute. I thought I dozed off, and when I opened my eyes, there was Walbot smiling at me, waiting for me to move. It had only been a few seconds.
It had been quite a few seconds, Grayson. When I entered your compartment, you were sound asleep.
You were in my compartment? I never saw you until I came into this office 2 minutes ago.
While you were asleep, Walbot forced us into the refuse chute. Then he came back and finished the game.
I can't believe it.
You want us to believe your story? Well, Grayson, you may be telling the truth. I'll put you in custody here at headquarters while Happy and I visit Walbot. First, give me a full description of that ring.
Well, it had a setting that you turn a certain way in the band string. Inside the band...
Doctor, what are you doing here so soon?
As soon as I heard that Grayson didn't show up at the Saturn plant, I persuaded the chief I should come here to investigate. After all, I recommended Grayson.
But I thought you were going to wait till I contacted you.
Why waste the time? The Tony Guard and our masked man took care of Grayson.
But how do we know what Grayson will do?
If he has any sense, he'll get as far away from Saturn as he can. With his record, he'll believe he didn't arrange the robbery himself.
Suppose he's caught. If they give him a brainograph test, the Space Patrol will know he's telling the truth.
Yes, but he doesn't know all the truth. He doesn't know you removed the real ring aboard the supernova and substituted the other.
Yeah. That's right. And the two Space Patrolmen that saw me in Grayson's compartment, they're floating out beyond Saturn now.
Yes. The only thing Grayson can tell about you is that you played chess with him. Let the Space Patrol look for the fake guard and the guy in the red mask.
Yeah, nice touch, Rucker. Nice touch.
Yes, thanks. Well, how about that ring and the microphone?
I got it right here in my pocket.
You can have this.
I don't know. Get into the other room.
I'll be right.
Yeah?
Remember us, Mr. Walbot?
I don't believe so.
You put us in the refuge chute of the supernova. Fortunately, we were able to get more roomy accommodation.
We got out of the chute.
Shut the door, Happy. And search our chest player for weapons.
Yes. Oh, a ray gun. Looks familiar, too.
Uh-huh. Find anything else of interest?
Not yet, sir.
Walbot, did you take a ring from Grayson?
A ring? I don't know what you're talking about.
You took some drastic measures to keep us from finding out what was going on in Grayson's compartment. Let's have the truth.
Oh, Commander,
Now, quit stalling. Where's the ring?
All right. My jacket pocket. The right one. It's in there.
Take a look at it.
That's the ring, all right. And it looks like the one Grayson described.
Watch him, Happy. I'll see if I can open it.
Yes, sir.
He turns to the right. Three to the left. Push down and sit. Here's the microphone.
Oh, even Grayson wasn't lying.
Good work, Commander. You saved me a nasty job.
Who are you?
I'm Clark Rucker, Assistant Coordinator of Solar Technics, Terror.
Just how did you happen to be here?
I've had reason to suspect this man Walbot. I came here because, frankly, I'm on the spot. I recommended Grayson. And I'm happy to know he's innocent. Now, if you'll just give me the microfilm, I'll see that it's delivered to our Saturn representative.
Well, just a minute. We'll all go down to headquarters.
Well, if that's the way you want it.
Get them, Walbot. Get to the desk. I wouldn't try that, Walbot. Let go of that gun, Rustler.
No use continuing, Happy. The boys seem exhausted.
Yes, sir. You have the microfilm, sir?
You bet. We'll turn it over to the Saturn plant, hand Rucker and Walbot over to the colonel, and then go on to Pluto.
Fine, Commander. But, sir...
Yes, Hap?
Can't we go to Pluto in a plain space patrol cruiser?
Why? Don't you like luxury space liners like the Supernova?
Oh, they're all right, I guess, but the rubbish chutes are a little tight under the arms.
An action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure in just a moment. Gang, here's big news about the most fabulous Space Patrol equipment ever offered on this program. The Space Patrol microscope. So powerful, it makes things look 15 times bigger than they really are. So compact, it fits right in your pocket. Offered for just a short time longer. Offered so you can see the thousands of secrets and mysteries hidden away in gardens, yards, and houses. Think of it. You get a complete scientific microscope kit. You get the official Space Patrol microscope. Strong, all-plastic 5-inch body. Glistening emerald tone finish. Powerful, optically ground double lens. You get the famous atomic particle slide. Examine it in the dark through your Space Patrol microscope, and it looks like a wild, flaming comet. You get a set of 5 transparent slides for mounting specimens. Each slide is 2 inches long, clear as crystal, made to wear and wear and wear. A miracle of invention, the Space Patrol microscope. You just take something small, a blade of grass, a piece of string, a bud, place it on one of the crystal clear slides, slip it under the lens tube, and you can see that object magnified 15 times its actual size. You see details that leave you gasping, that set your mind spinning and your pulse beating. You see the living creatures in a drop of water, the designs of fingerprints, like whirlpools in a furious cataract. And a mere splinter, it looks like a giant sword. It's fun, mystifying, educational magic. So hurry, send for your Space Patrol microscope kit today. Hurry, because this big offer soon comes to an end. Just buy a box of rice checks or wheat checks. Then with your name and address, send 25 cents in coin and a rice check or wheat check box top to Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. This offer good only in the USA and may be withdrawn at any time. That's Space Patrol, Box 686, St. Louis, Missouri. And now a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are attempting to rescue a girl who is being held captive in a metal factory in space in the orbit of Jupiter Moon number 2. They have just entered the cargo hold of the plant and have raised the face pieces of their spacesuits.
Commander, someone's coming. I can see them through the door at the other end of the cargo hold.
George, I'll do your gunmetal.
Yes, sir. Commander, I can't move. Something's holding my feet.
Someone's on a magnetic force field, holding our metal spacesuits. Get out of your suit. Hurry.
Yes, sir. Commander, look up above. The cargo crane is coming down on us with an Endurium beam on it.
We've got to get out of these suits. With this magnetic field under us, that beam could crush us.
Be sure to join us next week for the thrilling story, Peril Over Jupiter, when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Wilson again present Space Patrol. Special bulletin for boys and girls in Youngstown, Ohio, and Albany, New York. Buzz Corey's own space battle cruiser, the Ralston Rocket, will be in your area next week. Don't miss it. The Ralston Rocket. Space Patrol, created by Mike Moses, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Mike Devery. Other players were Bela Kovacs, Joe Cranston, and Ken Mayer. Dick Dufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot Wilson again present Space Patrol. Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol story on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network.